don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Hop on YouTube, welcome to the hood table, where we chop up in global events vocally. You don't really wanna miss out on these conversations. Just joke a little, laugh a little, get that wine in your system, fill your glass a little. Expose current events, talk trash a little. You never know, these opinions might clash a little. They addicted to the content, got them binge watching. You don't like it, then you want it. Bet your friends watching in the house and you got talking before you clock in. They don't wanna miss it. Content. Everybody think they got something to say, so it's an open invitation, bring it to the table. But if you come whack, just know we ain't buying in. You probably turn your back until you sorry, try again. Yeah, welcome to the hood. You don't need cable. Yeah, welcome to the hood. You don't need Netflix. You don't need cable.
Hey, what up, Clyde? What up? What's up, all my hoodies? Come on in. Y'all already know what day it is. It is Friday Night Live. It is end of the week, beginning of the weekend. Our night to turn up and discuss whatever in the entire hell we want to talk about. Whether that's hood news, local news, world news, celebrities, anything going on in these YouTube streets, which I do want to talk about something that's going on in these YouTube streets. So make sure y'all click the like button, share button, subscribe to the channel, you know, all that. And third, and feel free to cash out the Hood Table 402 if you want to, or super chat. It's all totally up to you, of course, totally up to you. All donations are welcome, but not mandatory. You said the intro music was nice, but it was a bit distorted. You know, that was probably my fault because I was messing with the sounds when I came in. I had to cut one sound down and cut the other one up. So that's my fault, Carrie Ray. That's my fault. But thank you so much. Thanks for coming in, Carrie Ray, Clyde Dracula. My co-host is going to be here in a second. Carmel Diva. You said, can you try? You said, can you try playing intro via StreamYard instead? You know what? That might be a good idea. Y'all want me to play it again and see how it sounds, if it sounds better? But yeah, so there's a few topics I want to discuss tonight. Y'all always know I have a few topics. It might be local news, it might be trending news, it might be celebrity news. And then anybody who wants to jump on the link, if you want to discuss some of the topics with us, or if you want to bring your own topic to the table, you can either type your topic in the chat, or if you want to, you can jump up on the screen with us. I just dropped the StreamYard link, so if you want to jump on the screen with us, you can as well. And hold on, Carrie Ray says she wants to see the she says she wants to hear the intro through StreamYard. Wow, who is that be calling it StreamYard? I can't remember, but somebody be calling it StreamYard. Let me see. Hold on, let me back out and try it again. You know I can't dance, Carrie Ray. I can't dance now. I can do a little shoulder shimmy like James Caldwell. A little shoulder shimmy. But my knees is bad, child. I did too many years of dancing with my stepbrother, Rest Hip Hop Line Dancing. Some of y'all have probably seen some of those videos because I be dropping them for Throwback Thursday every now and then, so y'all can see me how I used to cut up dancing back in the day. But let's see. Is that my boo Karma Diva Booski coming in? Hey, Karma.
Hey, boo.
What's up, boo? They want me to play our song again because they said they couldn't hear it too well when I first played it. Do you mind?
Go for it.
Okay, let me
I'm gonna mute myself because I'm trying to get my daughter to come inside the house.
Yes, tell her to get the street lights on, child.
Girl, they done came on, so it's time for her to come on in.
You tell her to get her butt on in the house. Okay. Go get our daughter. Go get our daughter.
I got it.
All right.
Cue the music.
All right. Let's see. Oh, let me. Did I even grab the link? Hold on. Okay, let's try it again. Did I hit sound? Okay, I think I did. Let me know if y'all can hear it.
You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. I'm on YouTube. Welcome to the hood table. Where we talk about locally and globally, been focused. You don't really want to miss out on these conversations. Just joke a little, huh? Laugh a little. Get that one in your system for your glass a little. Those tiny beans talk. Trash a little. Welcome to the hood. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable.
Okay. I tried it again. Y'all. We gonna work on that. But what is y'all up to this evening? What's going on? A lot of people home this Friday.
Hey y'all in the chat. What
They
y'all
said,
doing?
"What's
Hope
up,
y'all
Carla?"
enjoying. Hey. Hope y'all enjoy your beautiful Friday.
Yeah, thanks for everybody tuning in.
I've been trying to control my temper today because some people been trying me.
What happened?
Well, kids, they argue and fight with each other, and that's part of
Your
growing
kids
up.
or the kids in the neighborhood or your kids?
Well, my daughter and some of the kids in the neighborhood, but
Okay.
when it come to my kids, I don't play that shit. And I just had to cuss a lady out about 2 weeks ago, because her daughter's feelings got hurt by my daughter. And she
Okay.
got the nerve. My daughter calls me and said, "Mom, you need to come outside." They coming back. Because I had just talked to the lady the night before. I come outside and I'm not playing. This chick, every bit of 350, got the nerve to be standing over my daughter, cussing and shit. And I'm like, whoa. Now, my knees don't work that well, but Mariah,
After
they
that
were
incident on the deuce, right? Okay, go ahead.
right. But right, they were just fine. That day my daughter said, "Oh my God, I seen you running across that yard," and I just knew. I was like, I don't know who the fuck you think you are.
Was you about to whoop some
But
kitty? But hold up, were they at least the same age? I know you said the child was like 3 something, but was it like a whole teen, like
no,
a big
the
Oh,
mama was 3 something.
the mama.
And yeah, her daughter out there, and this little girl, I have literally seen her, you can say, breaking and entering into an apartment complex. Like, she pushes the basement window in and climbs through
The
to go
mama?
upstairs and knock on people's doors. I just talked to one of the neighbors tonight, and she told me that she had to fuss the little girl out because she do that. She come in through the window, and then she be we used to call it nigga knocking, knocking on people's doors and running.
No, we didn't go in.
Girl,
We didn't go in the window.
so the little girl today, um, she outside, and she didn't see me sitting on the porch. She just seen, how you walking up my sidewalk, but you can't see on the porch if you're in the backyard.
Mm-hmm.
And her and some other little girl that we don't even know who she is, they in my backyard messing with stuff. So my daughter's telling them, put that down, put that down. And she talking about, don't be putting my name in your mouth and shut up and this and that and flipping my daughter off. My daughter
Oh,
said, she flipping me off, Mom. I said, well, flip her off. And so when she telling the girl to put the stuff down, because I done already told the little girl stay out in the yard. I go and peek around the corner. The other little girl had this little plastic pole I got back there, and she dropped it and hit her on the head. I couldn't help it. I'm petty. I laughed. And I said, see, that's because you ain't supposed to be in my yard in the first place. And I told the other little girl, I said, young lady, I don't know you. But the other one, no, she is not supposed to be in my yard. Then I find out about an hour later, the little boy to be over here, my other son.
Yeah.
They was all playing, and the same little girl smacks him in the back of the head and pushes him down the stairs. Now instantly I got mad and I'm ready to march over to her house, but then I had to slow down because I'm like, wait a minute. Although I claim him as mine, this ain't my child.
But still,
I did.
Nonetheless, it's still a child. And that's a bullet. Over there's a bullet. Mm-hmm.
Right. I did notify his grandmother and let her know what happened. I'm like, see, this little girl, and then girl, now mind you, they like 9, 10 years old. It's her and 2 other little girls. Girl, now you know where we live. They done walked all the way up there behind QT. And then they come back, and then they walking down by they going to Walmart. I'm like,
you talking about QT on 72nd?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
And they 10?
Said 10. I told my daughter, I said, I better not catch you walking with them.
They couldn't go by Walmart. They couldn't go gas station on 56.
Girl,
they went all the way to QT. That's too far to be walking that age.
Ain't none of them. At the most, one of them may weigh about 75 pounds.
And it's hot as heck out here these days too.
I told one of them, she got a little brother that was out here. I said, now, your sister, I don't even think that girl 4'9".
Hey, Nikki.
I said, who's she gonna fight off? Who's she gonna fight off? How can she fight off an adult? And it's 3 of them. And like I said, ain't none of them big. I'm like, where are your flipping parents? And why are they letting you just roam around? Not the neighborhood, but the city.
I remember times like that. I remember my oldest son. He was my oldest son. He's been bullied by several boys on the block. And I got tired of him coming home. They all trying to mess with me and fight me with I said, well, how about we just go down there and you fight on one-on-one? You can fight one a day. We'll fight another one next week. We'll fight another one next week. We went down there, gave them that opportunity. Didn't none of them want to fight. Didn't none of them fight. I said, you don't want to hit him at all? He just went over there and knocked the boy off his bike. He did something, and we just turned around and walked away. And then I remember one time, my neighbors. Now you know Shan, right? I ain't gonna say her last name, but you know Shannon.
Yeah.
Last name started with a C. Matter of fact, Nikki, that's your cousin, Shannon. Nikki in the chat, that's your cousin, my homegirl Shannon. We stayed like next door to each other off of Curtis some years ago. And she got some twins. And I was just rolling home, coming down Curtis, past Wakanda Street. The kids is getting out of school. By that time, my kids no longer go to Wakanda. They much higher in age. But her kids were still in that school and they was walking home. And I slowed down because I seen some kids fighting. And it was one of the twins. And he was getting jumped by like 3, 4 boys.
Mm-mm.
And the other twin, somebody was holding him up. And I must have almost ran up on the curb, trying not to hit the kids. Ran up on
Right.
the
And
curb,
see,
jumped
that
out,
was
and cussed out every child. I was like, every child. I said, first of all, if y'all gonna fight, y'all gonna fight one on one, and y'all come up the
right.
street. We live right up the street, and I went up there, told her mom, told the little sister, and everything. I said to watch your brothers because they trying to jump them down the street. But I was like, I could have just rolled past. Like, it was just some kids fighting. Nah, you know how small her kids was? And these boys was much bigger. So I was like,
Right.
they didn't have no problem with them kids anymore. They must have thought I was their mom or auntie or something. Because I got out that car like I was about to beat everybody ass. Like, get
No,
your ass,
but I'm when I
get
ran
home
up on
now.
that baby. Now
Mm-mm.
I used to be a big girl. I mean, but since then I done lost a little bit of weight. But I was still, in my head, I'm still a big girl. You not finna be, and I don't give a damn how big I am. You not finna be standing over my child person, bitch. You got life all completely fucked up,
Thank you. You see
and
what
I'm
Clyde
gonna help
said?
you get it straight.
You see what Clyde said?
Who was Coretta? I don't remember that.
She said that little girl sound like Coretta. I forgot all about Coretta.
I'm
You remember
like, you
Coretta from the
see,
Steve Harvey show?
uh-uh.
What was that DJ Rage? What DJ Rage? The girl. She's heavy set. She's like a Queen Latifah heavy back then, and they called her DJ Rage. You remember DJ Rage, the female rapper in real life? She was playing that big
Oh,
girl.
Lady of Rage.
Yeah, that's her.
The Lady Rage
Yeah,
with her
Lady
Afro
Rage.
puffs.
With a
Yeah.
hair full, with my afro puffs. I rock rough and tough with my afro puffs. Hey,
Right. Rock
oh, y'all
on with
remember
your
that?
bad self.
Rock on with
See,
your
and I don't
bad.
like it because my daughter, she's a big girl, but she's real sensitive, and everybody want to fuck with her. And I'm like, look, I will fight with mine. I will fight kids. Don't
Mhm.
fuck with mine. And the other little girls, they said she was cussing too and threatening or like giving them stank looks. I'm like, let them look, let them talk, long as they don't touch you. I said,
I'm
now,
telling you,
if they
you have
touch
one
you,
conversation with a bully, and then you have a conversation with their mama, and the next conversation won't be had. That's how I did with my kids growing up. The next time you have one conversation, okay. Now, if it's in school, we're gonna go up some levels. We're gonna talk to the teacher.
oh
We're gonna
yeah,
talk
in
to the
school,
principal. We're gonna talk to them. But if it's on your block. Oh no, we're gonna have one conversation. I'm gonna talk to your parents, and after that, it's a wrap. Go out there and dog walk that kid.
girl,
It is
I'm
what it
trying to
is.
tell my, I'm trying to tell my kids. I'm like, see, I didn't get bullied because I was the bully.
Mm-hmm.
I was that one that, oh, you looking at me funny, bitch, come here. I
See,
ain't
I
finna come
wasn't
to
no
you. You
bully,
come
but
here.
I had that same mentality, but I wasn't no bully. I fought people who wanted to fight me. I never like just was like aggressive to people. But if they started popping off, or you know what I mean, I had like this clap back for your ass. You know what I mean? But
Girl, I'm
I
like, I
wasn't a
don't play
bully.
when it come to my kids, and these kids nowadays, they are tripped. They are so disrespectful and out of pocket. So I feel like it's my duty to help them get right back in their place. I'm gonna knock your ass back down to where you supposed to be.
Yep,
And your
yep.
mama, your grandma, your uncle, whoever else can run up and get done up too.
I only got in one fight with my son. That was my oldest son, and you know that story. I'm not gonna rehash that, but that shit was crazy. That shit was crazy. But my
I'm
son was
like,
getting
and the
jumped. That's
crazy
all I
part
gotta
is,
say. He was getting jumped, so I call it self defense.
and the
Sure.
crazy part is, me and my kids, I call, all the babies out there is my kids for the most part. I'm like, we try to be peaceful over here. I try to keep little activities and stuff for them to do, and so they stay out of trouble, so they don't
Mhm.
be getting in trouble. And then here you come from out of nowhere. You and your fat ass mama. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. And she could be a listener. Bitch, you know who I'm talking to. And you know what I'm talking about. You know where I live if you got a problem with what I'm saying. Come back over. And we
You know
can
what?
finish this. Cause I'm
When my
tired
kids
of
were
her and I'm
little,
tired of her little daughter. Uh-huh.
when my two sons was younger, all the kids, it didn't matter what neighborhood we lived in, all the kids wanted to be there. They wanted to play on our basketball hoop. They wanted to play football. They wanted to ride bikes with my kids
Right.
while they ride bikes. They always wanted to be there. But as always in every neighborhood, there's one kid who had to do the most. Picking on people, bullying people, cussing like a sailor. No matter if I was sitting on the porch drinking my coffee or sitting on the porch drinking me a shot. I'm
Mm-mm.
like, child, would you please stop cussing? You see all these other kids over here. Ain't nobody cussing but you. And so one day he had did something real bad. And I sent his ass home. I said, don't you ever, I did a Chris Tucker. Don't you ever come down here no more. And for like 3 days, that little boy stayed away. Then one day he came up and knocked on the door, knock, 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 knock. All of the kids outside. I'm like, well, these kids must be thirsty or hungry. Let me make them some sandwiches. You know how we do. We feed the kids.
Right.
And it was that little boy knocking on the door. Can I please talk to you? I want to apologize. I was like, what? I think the boy was probably like 7. And I said, come on in. I said, what you want to apologize for?
Because
And
he
he said,
wanted to come
because
play.
I was cussing and I was doing this. And I was like, okay. I said, well, I accept your apology. And then I said, is that all? Can I play
Mm-mm.
with the kids? I'm like,
Yep.
sure. Go outside and play with the kids. And I just walked away. And I ain't never had no issue with them since then because everybody wanted to be at our house because I take care of the kids. They have fun. If they out there too long, I might give them some water, something to eat. But then I tell them, you've been over here for 2 hours. Go home. Come back. Go home.
See, and I
And you
think
come
that's
back
where, because
because
she
I
had the
believe
nerve to knock on my door yesterday and then hand me my mail. And then today
it
you
was your
out here
mom.
cussing. And I'm like, you just look. I think she needs some medication to level her out, her and her mama.
Oh Lord. Did you say oh
I'm
Lord?
like,
Oh
girl, they
Lord.
done got me pissed. Let me move on from this because they
What
done
kind of
got me hot.
medication? I ain't even gonna ask what kind of medication you think they need.
They don't need no marijuana. They need some Zoloft, some uh, Adderall, something, Ritalin.
Oh, oh shit.
I'm just saying
The blood of Jesus. The blood of Jesus. I'm gonna have
they
to pray
need
for
that
you and your
too.
neighbors. I'm gonna pray for you and your neighbors. I don't want you going over there
Because we ain't
getting locked up.
all this time I've been over here, we ain't never had no issues like this. Ever. You breaking and entering at 10? Really? A girl? I'm like,
You
girl. And the mom
know
talking about,
what?
yeah, we addressed that issue. Obviously not, because I just seen her do it.
If she breaking and entering at 10, ain't no telling what she gonna do at 12 or 13, child.
Thank you. Girl,
That's not cool.
she took some paint out of one of them apartment buildings and painted on the door and the wall out there.
Oh, child.
Yes.
Sound like some more supervision is needed. What up? What up, One Universal
Exactly.
Magic? What up, bro? How
Hey.
you doing, bro? Did you ever get my package that I sent you? I think he was the last one that I had to send. Remember when we was giving out free books
Yeah.
from Hotel Secret? Yeah, he was the last one that I had to send a book to. So I sent him and his wife their free book. But yeah,
Okay.
y'all heard the news? Biz Markie, they had said he was dead like a week or so ago, and then the family said he wasn't. He's still under hospital care. And then today, they said the family confirmed that he did die today. So
What?
Biz Markie, as of like an hour or so ago, his family announced that he has passed away. The say I'm just a friend. Oh baby, you
Jason.
got
And
what I need.
make the music with your mouth, Biz. Hey, I used to love me some Biz
Hey,
Markie back in the
yeah,
day.
he has
Oh man.
died. Rest in peace. He died at
Rest
57
in peace,
years
Biz.
old. 57 years
Wow.
old.
That's
Um,
young. That's young. I mean,
the
to younger people that's old, but think about it, that ain't too far off from us.
it
So
seems like
that's
all the celebrities is dying around the same age, between 50 and 60. Like 50, 60. Yeah, so rest in peace. Hey Tazy,
right,
what's up? How you doing? What's going on, sweetie? Nikki,
right.
you said you heard that. Oh, Nikki, that's right. You said you was gonna jump on the stream, right? Hey, Universal Magic, if you want to jump on the stream, click the link. Anybody else, if you want to jump on the stream, click the link. Y'all know how Friday nights go. We talk about any and everything from the hood to the White House, whatever topic we come upon. And that is one of the topics that I'm going to introduce tonight, and that is that Biz Markie, the hip hop rapper. He has passed away. And I was like about to post a rest in peace last time I heard this news. It was like before the 4th of July. I think it was on the 1st or the 2nd of July, and somebody had posted that he had died, and then his family had posted, that he is being surrounded by doctors who are working hard to keep him at the best health possible, and also, trying to keep him alive and everything. And so then I was like, okay, so he's not dead, he's still alive. There's still hope. Continue our prayers and everything. But despite those reports, he has now passed away. So his family is asking for the 50-year-old hip hop musician who was in hospice care, that you just keep them in your thoughts and prayers, and just respect the family. Um, just like anybody would want their family to respect it if one of their loved ones died. So yeah, rest in peace, Biz Markie. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But okay. So now when I was coming on, well, earlier today, let's talk a little bit about some YouTube beef drama. And y'all know I'm not in the beef sector, so I don't dwell on beef too much. I might talk about it every now and then, but other than that, I just watch. But yeah, 21 has taken a lot of legends. Nick, you right about that. You right about that. But I was watching. I don't know why I had tuned in to Fi. Oh yeah, because the other day, Uncle Tim, as somebody called him, Timothy Blaine, YouTuber Timothy Blaine, who is part of B Sector, had made a video talking about her, and he was alleging that um, a lot of her super chats and cash apps, and a lot of the gifts that she be receiving in the mail, that she's always, hey, look what I got, somebody bought me this, somebody bought me this. And she was saying it was like from YouTubers and stuff, or her supporters. So Uncle Tim, he was alleging that, she's sending her own self gifts. Uncle Tim was saying that she's sending her own self gifts. She's cash apping herself. She's super chatting herself, and just in hopes that other people will super chat, cash app, send gifts. That's what Uncle Tim was alleging in his video before his last one. And so Fi got pissed off. You already knew, people who follow the B Sector, you already knew what was coming. Fi clapped back. But when Fi clapped back, she threatened to send people uh send people letters, like his neighbors, letters with his picture on it, and saying that he's a thief and some other stuff, and saying what he had did in his past, because most people know that Uncle Tim, he done showed that he done wrote like how many books, like 7, 8 books about his past, how he used to be on meth, how he had went to prison, how he was in and out of jail, how he did this, did that, anything for drugs. So Uncle Tim, he puts it out there. He gives certain people permission to read his books that he got on sale on Amazon. He give people permission, like Almond Brown, to read his books, so people, know about him and his, story, his life. And so, Fi had threatened to, I guess, expose him to his neighbors, let's say, And when she was doing that, she mentioned his address. And that just always, I'm always appalled when somebody says they're going to dox somebody on YouTube and they actually put the information out on a video that people can download and that people can record. So she did that, and then he said she was telling all his neighbors' addresses and everything. Comedy, we was just talking about doxing the other day, how they be doxing on YouTube and giving out people's addresses and phone numbers and where they work. And so that's what Fyebabe did. And I was watching the video, and as soon as she said his address, I said, hold on. No, she ain't give out his address. So I looked it up on the internet. And there was an address, that same address, in the city where he lived in, apartment buildings. And I was like, she gave out his address? I can't believe it. So somebody called Uncle Timothy Blaine, the YouTuber, and told him that Fire was on her channel giving out his address and doxing him and saying she's going to send all these letters to all his neighbors, exposing his past, discretions with jail and prison and drugs and stuff like that. So Uncle Tim,
that ain't nothing he ain't said before himself.
Thank you. Uncle Tim done told his story millions of times. But
wrote books about it.
But it's one thing for us to know on YouTube and for his neighbors who probably don't even really like. I've been living on this block for 5 years. I don't know one of my neighbors personally, not their last name, not their first name. You say hi, how you doing? How you doing? The kids outside, hi, how you doing? We be talking about how's the weather, whatever. We got a lot of ice last night, but we aren't like on no personal level. So I don't know what they did in their past. I don't know if they're a criminal. They could be a damn pedophile. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't go out there trying to busy myself to find out information on each one of my neighbors. Now, when I do move, every now and then I do check the pedophile thing. The thing you can look up on the internet, put your zip code in, they can tell you where all the nearest pedophiles are, all that kind of stuff, show you their picture. But other than that, so he said his neighbors and him, they don't ever talk. They don't really know each other. So she's sending all this information to neighbors that don't even probably know him from Adam. So he's pissed.
But, what are you getting out of that? What is she getting out of doing that?
I don't know.
That's childish and it's dangerous. Because you don't know who's going to take that down and go to his house and do something stupid.
I'm sorry, I'm just reading the comments.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Universal Magic did lose his brother, and I know you had came into town for a couple of weeks a little while ago. That's one of the reasons why I didn't mail your book, because I already know you was out of town for a couple of weeks, and when you ain't in town, your mailbox gets full. And I did reach out to him while he was here, and I said, "Do you want to just come pick it up?" Because we know each other personally. That's my bro. And so he was like, "No, I'll just get it when I get home." So I didn't mail it till I thought he was on his way headed back south. But yes, and rest in peace again to your brother. Our condolences again. I know I told you that before. Yeah, our condolences to your brother. Yes. But he said, still 4 of us left with one being an ancestor. Yes, take it with strength and the love of our Creator. Amen to that.
Right.
But yeah, Carrie, you are so right. Some of the things that people, I'll just be.
They don't go down for that. I don't. To me, it does not compute in my head. What are you getting out of that? What do you get? What satisfaction is that? What, as an adult or someone who's supposed to be an adult, you're an adult as far as your age, but mentally you are not applying that. What do you get by doing that? That's stupid. I'm like, and that's part of the reason I don't go into that beef sector stuff.
I think about it sometimes because they do make a lot of money. They get a lot of clicks and views, but there's no way that I'm going to sit and keep going back and forth with people every single day. and I always worry about somebody what they gonna say about me or do to my kids. There's people been known to go to people's houses, go in people's kids' schools, like what they did with VS. Somebody stalked her and her kids, had
Oh
pictures of her
no.
kids at their school
Oh no.
and
Oh
everything.
no.
I mean, people like James Caldwell, he done been stalked and he done been doxxed, and somebody took pictures of his brother's house where he was living. So they real life do that in the beef sector. And then you have to watch all these different videos to hear who said what about who. It's too much. I don't have time for that. I
That
can't
is
even barely keep up
dangerous.
with the TV shows that I do TV show reviews on. I don't have time to be beefing with nobody in no beef sector. And like I said, somebody gonna run up to the wrong person's house. Like somebody gonna run up to the
Right.
wrong person's house, and it's gonna be bad. It's
That's
gonna be
why I am Miss Shut Shit Down. That's why I said I need to go talk to that mama and shut this shit down permanently because I don't, like you said, I ain't got time for the back and forth, this and that. That's bullshit. I don't got time for it. We gonna break it so it's forever and consistently broke.
I know that's right, honey, and you should. Like I said, I didn't have little kids, so I know how it is. And you try to tell them, you ain't gotta. Every fight ain't yours. You don't have to.
Right.
You know,
Right.
clap back all the time, and you should always, try to be the bigger person. Sometime, live to see
Right.
another day. Sometimes, but sometimes you just gotta. I mean, I done told my sons before. If you come home one more time and tell me about this little fool out there.
Girl,
And the next thing I know,
I
they
was
done got
like that
suspended from school for beating up
when my
somebody
daughter was going
because
to
they.
Catholic school. It was like that. I was like, if I gotta hear about that little girl one more damn time, I don't care. I don't care. I said, now if she hit you, I said, pick up a book and smack her with some knowledge. But until then, ignore her.
Mm-hmm.
Ignore her. She don't know
Yeah.
nothing about you outside of school. Ignore her.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You try to, but sometimes you just. And I don't condone fighting. I condone, like most of us, we condone self defense. But sometimes you
Right.
just have to tell your kid, the next person that next, like when that shit went on with that one boy at my son's grade school, and he kept coming home. The teacher ain't doing that. I told this. Well, I told this. We going having meetings at the school and all kind of crap. I mean, and little boy still tripping my son in the hallway. And you know how it is in school. If you
Yeah.
retaliate, even if it's in self defense, they still gonna kick you out. So I'm trying to do things the right way, so my son don't have to miss school because of a fight. And we going the right way. And it came down to the point where I was getting so sick and tired of them not doing nothing. And I said, the next time that little boy put his hands on you, you better monkey stomp his ass. And next thing I know, a few days later, I'm getting a phone call. It took like 3, 4 teachers get your son off this boy. You need to come get him.
Mhm.
He's out for a week. I'm like, a week? Don't y'all normally suspend for 3 days? They said no because
Right.
of the level of violence. I'm like, the level of violence. Instead of fucking bullying and hitting my son for weeks on end, knocking his glasses off his face. Around that time, my son had gained a little weight because he had asthma. And they had put him on this steroids for his asthma, so he was gaining weight. So the boy was talking about him, his weight. That's all it is, bullying him. So I come to find out, the little boy walked past his desk, called my name, threw all his homework on the floor, knocked his glasses off again. So my son got up and
Um,
body slammed his little butt and just commenced to just wailing on him nonstop. The little boy was all bleeding and it was a mess. Then the teacher couldn't do nothing. She's running across the hall, getting other teachers, calling for the principal, security guard.
oh no, don't call, tell her don't call for help now. No, no, no. Cause you wasn't calling for help when that little sucker was messing with your son. So why you
Girl,
calling for help now?
let me just
No.
tell you,
See, you
I
need to
went to
do
pick
it
up
for
my
both
son.
kids. And that's my
Oh, they
issue
did.
with a lot of these teachers.
They did suspend both kids. But let me just say, in the end, My son, on the way home, I'm giving him high fives and asking him how to go down, when it go down. Let's call your daddy and
Girl,
let's run down to him. Please, we went out to McDonald's, celebrated.
right.
And then when the kids, you know how you gotta have a re-entrance back in the school where you gotta meet with the principal and all that, make sure the kids learn their lesson. And they had
Um,
the parent of the other kids there. Why me and the parent went to school together? Graduated from high school, same year.
it's always like that.
We
It
even got
always
the
is like
same
that.
first name, and we used to joke about that all
Oh
the time at
Lord.
school because then everybody was like, "Which Tanya? That Tanya? Which Tanya?" You know. And so I'm up there like, "Girl, what's up?" She was like, "That's our kids that was fighting." And we just looking at them like, "Man, we go way back. Y'all can't be doing this." You know, and it was
I
nothing
know the
with
one
them
and only fight
anymore.
my son got into in school. That happened because this kid kept messing with him, and of course the kid kept fucking with my son. And you know my baby, he a gentle giant. Just my son is a big dude, but he's the nicest person you would ever meet. You wouldn't even know he was my child. But
Um, well, well, in our
girl, I guess he
situation,
got tired of it
yeah, he
and
got
whooped that
tired of
boy
it. And,
ass.
and then on top of that, I told him, do not come home. The next time you come home talking about what this boy done to you, you better say what you did to him. So, I mean, the boy and him
No,
got
but the
kicked
teacher
out.
didn't see the
But,
boy messing with my son. But then, of course, she
mm-hmm.
gonna see my son mess with him and talking about, oh well, I had him write an apology letter. I said, oh really? I said, let
That's
me
why
see
you do
that.
stuff on the sneak. That's one thing you gotta
Uh-uh.
teach the kids. You gotta teach them how to clap back or how to retaliate on the sneak.
Girl, she
When
showed
ain't
me.
nobody
She handed me the
around.
letter. She handed me the letter she had him write. I tore that shit up right there in her face. I said, cause see, apparently this boy been fucking with my son all day. I said, my
Yep.
son, and this was like 2 days before school was out. I said, my son been here all year. You have never had any problems out of him. So you didn't stop to think, okay, why is he acting like this? What happened to make him do this? I was
Mm.
like, but you gonna sit here and punish him and not the other kid? Girl, I said, come on. I took my kid and like you said,
That's
we went to
exactly how.
McDonald's.
That's
We
why I
got
told
him a
my
nice big
kid.
old ice cream cone. And I said, you did what you were supposed to do. You defended yourself.
And
So
that's why you teach
you're
them
not
how to
in
defend
trouble.
themselves without being caught. Without being caught.
No,
Hey.
I tell them, hey, if you got to, do what you got to do, and I'll deal with the adults.
Yep.
I'll
But
deal
we
with the
did.
teacher. I'll deal with the mama.
We handled it accordingly. I took the steps that I should have. He still got kicked out, but even though Dave was cool after that, the little boy still ended up being expelled because he kept messing with us. I mean, he was a bully. So he started after he realized my son was gonna whoop that butt. Then he started messing around with other people, and then he ended up getting expelled. So
Mm-mm.
that's how it goes. But Clyde said, Fi set Tim up for the alley oop to take her off of YouTube permanently. However, he cussed her out and said he had to address her too. Instead, he should have gone radio silent and contacted the authorities.
No, he said he had her address too.
Oh, everybody got Fi's address. Everybody in the B sector got Fi's address. Everybody know where
And
Fi lives. She had court records and all kind of stuff. You know, they be doxing. They be looking up stuff. And then on top of that, she's a
why?
homeowner. On top of that, she owns some condos. So when you look up people's name on the assessor page in their county, it tells their address right there. So everybody been knowing where Fi lives. Yeah. I know where
That's
Fi lives.
ridiculous.
and I don't
But I
know where
mean,
she
that just
lives
makes no
because
sense.
I don't know where she lives because man, it was one time where they did like they was posting all these pictures of her house, the surrounding neighborhood, a shot from her patio, the raggedy neighborhood behind her house. I mean, they was like the same thing they was doing to Tracy and James and other people. They be posting people pictures of their house and I mean, girl, they be doxing something horrible, something terrible. I'll tell you. Let me make
It
sure
makes
that
no. I want somebody
before I
to make
pull
it
her.
make sense to me. What do? What?
Hold on,
What?
Carmelita, babe.
Where they
Nick? Nick?
Yeah.
Okay, I just want to make sure that was you before I brought you on the screen.
Oh yeah.
How you doing,
Oh
love?
my goodness. Well, where you been?
In the world, I've had a lot of stuff going on in my family, so
No.
I'm dealing with that stuff.
Okay.
But
I
You know
other
was,
what,
than
I was,
Clyde? Hold on, let me respond to Clyde real quick. I get it, Clyde. I get it. He probably should have kept it to himself, but you know they can't do that. You know, in the B sector, they gotta clap back, and it's not just only because of clicks and views, but they just always gotta feel like they can't let nobody get one over them. So I can't blame him for clapping back because that's just what they do. That's any one of them would have done the same thing. Five, Tim, Tracy, you know,
I just,
it's hard to keep water when you know it's the B sector. They don't move in silence. They tell everything. They tell everything.
but what are
Sometimes
they
I be
beefing
thinking to
for? That's
myself,
my question. What are they beefing
"Hey,
for?
why y'all tell everything? Because it's the B sector. That's what they do. The B sector came about from different people in the sector doing commentary on other YouTubers. And then if the other YouTuber don't like something that person said, then they'll turn around and they'll do commentary on that, what that YouTuber said about what they said. And that's how it starts. And next thing you know, they're
Oh
going
my
back and
God.
forth. F you, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, you big, they call each other names. That's just how it starts. That's how the B sector is. So all they do is do commentary on another YouTuber. Most of them don't have original content at all they do is talk
Oh
about what
my
another
God.
YouTuber did day in and day out. That's what the B sector is. Now we do content. We do content on Friday nights. Is like whatever gives on Fridays, but during the rest of the week, we do like normal content, TV show reviews, news story reviews, you know, stuff like that. They just most of them just talk about each other day in and day out. That's
Yeah,
it.
yeah. I got other things to do, other things going on in my life.
Do that. I don't have the energy. I don't because I first of all, like I said before, I can't. I don't do the argument. I'm like I can't sit on here and argue until I'm about to bust a blood vessel because of what somebody did. They didn't put my address and all the time. No. See, I'm used to the street fighting and stuff like that. How I grew up. Not like I'm this
See,
young kid who's just out here in the street still fighting. I'm not like that.
you
But
might
I'm
have
not
put my
used to
address
arguing
on there
back and
because
forth.
see, that's where my babies lay their head at.
Right.
That's number one. We not finna go there.
No, Mama Bear coming out.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You're gonna protect your home at all costs, and that's why I said these people need to stop doing that because somebody gonna send somebody to the wrong house, and it's gonna
Right.
be a
That's
wrap.
dangerous.
It's gonna be a wrap. Mm-mm.
Extremely
Yeah, Tim
dangerous.
would be the B sector. Tim would be the B sector hero if he deleted Fi. You know, a lot of people want to see Fi go. A lot of people have been calling Tim ever since it happened, giving him tips on how to get revenge on her. Not necessarily revenge, but he's trying to get her arrested and charged for what she did. And then he's trying to get her channel removed.
As he
So
should.
I don't know how this is gonna work out because she do got like 3 channels. So
See, I might have to look. I've always heard her name. I couldn't tell you what she looked like, what she sound like,
if you go
nothing.
look in to find out why everybody over here hates her, you will have to watch a million videos because I've been following since the very beginning. You know, since the Kaya and Maddie beef fallout, and somehow all the YouTubers started doing, you know, commentary on them too, and then that's how the B sector kind of started. People just comment on different people's videos, and next thing you know, all these people beefing. And so I've been following from the
I
very beginning. So
remember
I
her name
every
because I remember I used to watch Jay Wilson every now
uh-huh
and then,
the
and
past.
yeah, because I remember he said he had mentioned something about your cakes,
Yeah, he
and I
always was
started
trying to
kind
get
of
me to mail him a cake to San Antonio.
yeah, and so I had kind of started watching him, and I remember hearing that name on there. but I never really got off into him. I was like, this dude is conflicted. Because that
Was
was
that
before
before he
he had,
came out? Was that before he
uh-huh,
came out? Say,
uh-huh.
yeah, see. Hey,
Because
Miss
he
Natural
was talking about he
Bonus,
was
hi,
straight.
boo.
Hey, he was talking
Yeah,
about
that's
he
when he
was
was
straight. And I'm
talking.
looking at him and I'm like, everything about you says opposite, sir.
Well, a lot of
Just come
people knew
on out.
that. A lot of people knew that Jay Wilson wasn't so-called straight. We just knew. You could tell. I mean, you could just
Yeah.
tell. He
I was
wasn't
like, walk
all
on out of there.
super. He wasn't super flamboyant. It was like he was trying to hold it in. But then, like the minute when it came out, when Wiley, was catfished him and everything. And when
Mm-hmm.
he felt compelled to come out and confess, even though he said he was bi, people still believe you ain't bi, you gay, you just gay. Just admit it. That's what people, keep telling him to do. But he still claimed that he bi, even though we only seen him with being with men since he came out. But anyway, that's not my business. Do what you do, brother. But once he came out, that's when he started really like. If you watch him now, the wrist and I mean, he just acts so much more. You know what I mean? Like it was like he was holding it in, even though he said, he wasn't in the closet. I'm like, nah, bro, you boy, you was holding it in. You was holding it in for a long time. I've been following him from the beginning, and when he came out, I even made a video talking about we already knew you was gay, bro. Passer, we already knew you was gay. It's all good. It's all good. Keep doing you.
That's
But
all
yeah,
that.
keep doing you. But yeah, I was telling that story about your little cousins, Nikki, earlier. That shit was,
Yeah.
I was like, what the hell? Girl, I was like, I parked that car so fast.
All right. I'm glad you did. They lucky I ain't roll up because I don't
See,
play that. And I will fight
mm-mm-mm.
you. I don't care. I'll fight
Right.
their mama too.
I was like one of those too in the back in the day when my little cousins be like, call cousin Tanya. It was like 4 or 5 of us in the family, the older cousins, that they would call when they got issues with bullies and stuff like that. But
Shoot,
yeah,
in my family, we lost a whole generation, so I'm an elder in my family. that's that's just crazy to me. I'm like I'm a whole elder in my family.
yeah, I feel like I'm an elder too because a lot of people, the next generation above me, have passed away, including my mother. So I guess I
Right.
feel like that too, and that's how some of the kids in our family look up to us because like their grandparents is gone, their fathers is gone, so they kind of look up to the cousins. But hey, hey, was that Melissa? Hey, Melissa. She said, "What's the topic?" I'm over some of these. Girl, we just was talking about Tim Blaine and Fyebabe. How Fyebabe, he said Fyebabe gave out his address online. Um, but yeah, now he's talking about suing her and putting her in jail and taking her YouTube channel and all that. You said you over some of these lies. Yeah, some of these other lies, these beef sectors, I mean, they're entertaining, but sometimes it's like, what the hell? Like when I was watching Tracy, she was interviewing Tracy D earlier, and I was just waiting on Tracy D to drop some new tea. I'm like, is this new tea or is this stuff we done already heard? Like, why do we keep interviewing the same people and they not giving out new information? But oh well, clicks and views, clicks and views. And I told Z Miss O, I was like, you might as well get your own channel. Shoot, everybody else get their own channel. Dovey got her own channel. I didn't even know Dovey Milton, the one who always be on Brianna's channel and other people's channel. I'm like, y'all all on these people's channels day in and day out. Get your own channel, do your own commentary, make your own coins. But sometimes it just gets so redundant because it's like the same beefs over and over and over and the same drama over and over and over. So I feel you, Melissa. But if you want to jump on the link, anybody, we can have up to 10 people on the link. Feel free to jump on the link if you would like to. Oh, yeah. And was you in
Hey
here when we said this?
Melissa.
Nikki? Nikki,
Huh?
was you in here when we was talking about Biz Markie?
Yeah, I've been in here for a minute. I was
Okay,
cooking.
yeah. Okay. Yeah, I was just I know Melissa said what was we talking about? So we did talk about Biz Markie. Um he had passed, so
That's
shout out to his
original.
family.
Right.
Yeah, one of the original OGs,
Right.
OG rappers. He done
Yeah.
passed away.
I was
Mm-mm.
telling my kids about him the other day. I was singing the song. They was like, "What song is that?" They was like, "I like it, but what song is that?" And I was just telling them about him, and then they put him up, and they was listening to some stuff. They was like, "Oh, he a cool dude. He cool."
You know what I love? I love, you know how our kids, ever since they've been little, you know how kids will come up to you and they be playing the song. I said, oh, they done took that from such and such. Nuh-uh, this original beat. I don't know how many times I done got into it with my kids over some stuff like that. I'm like, really? Hold on. Let me pull up this little throwback for you. And I
Right.
would
Let
play
me
it. They be like, really? And I said, y'all would never know the original beats if y'all don't listen to a lot of the, the old school stuff. But 9 times out of 10, every beat that comes out, it got a little bit from something that was already done in the past.
Yeah, that's true. And even with the music we had growing up, it was the same thing. It just regenerates itself.
Yep, yep, that's true, and that's all it does. It just regenerates itself.
Yep. Only the
But
good
yeah.
stuff.
Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Girl, I know I was looking into the news because every now and then I bring up some news stories on Friday Night Live, and we had did a story mm, maybe a month or so, maybe a month or so ago, and it was about this boy who had killed a 4 year old, and he had kidnapped the little 4 year old from his house, from his bed. And he kidnapped him and he killed the little boy. And so I said that when I get some more updated information, that I was going to go ahead and speak about it. But yeah, the guy who did it, man, girl, hold on, let me show y'all the video real quick. Let me show y'all the video. Is that cool, Joe?
Yeah, that's my crazy dog.
Okay, let me make the screen big. Let's see how you make the screen big. Oh shoot, what did I do? What did I do? Man, I can't make the screen bigger. Uh, Let me try this one.
Breaking news right off top at 10 o'clock in the
Murder of a 4-year-old boy.
Hold on. Okay, this is gonna be as big as it's gonna get then. I hate when they have these commercials on all these doggone videos. How long is the ad? Okay.
Old
Old
boy, the
boy, the
18-year-old
18-year-old
arrested.
Let me back it up. I want to make sure that y'all can hear it okay.
Breaking news right off top at 10 o'clock in the murder
Murder
of a
of a
4-year-old
4-year-old
boy. The
boy. The
18-year-old
18-year-old
arrested in
arrested in
connection to
connection to
Cash Gernon's
Gernon's
death
death
is now being
being
charged
charged
with
with
capital
capital
murder.
murder.
Investigators say
Investigators
the
say the
boy was
boy was
taken from
taken
his
from his
crib
crib
last
last
month in a
month in a
Mountain
Mountain
Creek
Creek
neighborhood in
neighborhood in
Dallas.
Dallas.
His
His
body was
body was
later
later
found in the
found in the
street
street
a
a
few
few
blocks
blocks
away from
away
his
from his
home.
home.
Darriynn
Darriynn
Brown
Brown
was
was
originally
originally
charged with
charged with
burglary and
burglary and
kidnapping,
kidnapping,
but
but
police
police
say
say
additional
additional
lab
lab
evidence
evidence
results have
results
come back and they
and
have
they have
now
now
added a
added a
capital
capital
murder
murder
charge.
charge.
Brown
Brown
remains in
remains
the
in the
Dallas
Dallas.
County Jail.
Ain't
What?
that some?
Who does that?
That's not no normal shit.
No, who does that? That's a whole baby.
4 year
He need
old baby.
his
And
whole ass.
we had first talked about it when it first happened, like a month or so ago, and I said I would update you guys if I find out any information. And I saw they had brought his charges up to capital murder. That 18-year-old Whoo, he be lucky if he get life. He be lucky if they don't try to kill his ass. Cause
That,
he's 18. He's 18 and going into prison. He's lucky if he lasts 1 year in prison. He's lucky.
yeah, he's losing his life too.
Yes. Oh yeah. Cause somebody, a 4-year-old, he kidnapped a little boy from his crib. I don't
That's
know.
crazy.
Maybe I don't
That's
know.
sick.
I'm waiting to find out if the boy is crazy, if he has some kind of mental issues. I don't know. ADHD. I I
That's
don't know. I
crazy.
can't.
Wow. Did he
Mm,
know the boy? What the hell? How, what? I'm so confused.
I'm girl. I'm confused too because the simple fact when I first did the story, I was like, man, this outside this black teenage boy kidnapping a little 4-year-old white boy from his crib, like. But right now they said he's undergoing some why I can't never say that word right, competency evaluation. So that's why I was saying I'm waiting to hear back if he's in his right mind, if because they didn't say if the child was raped, they didn't say if the child was molested, they didn't say anything like that. They just said he kidnapped the little boy and then he stabbed him to death. He just stabbed a 4-year-old to death.
How do you do that? How?
How?
Do,
And when you look at the boy, like he doesn't look like, I don't know, he
right.
didn't look that threatening. I don't know, but they giving him a mental evaluation. They said it needs to be completed. The judge is giving him 30 days to get that mental evaluation completed. But that is so sad. And the little boy, he was cute. He little cute little white boy, Caucasian boy. He was so cute. So cute. But that don't matter. But you know what I'm saying? He was just so innocent, so cute. And ugh. Mm-mm-mm.
Yeah, that just hurt my heart because actually that's why I ain't been around like that. Because in the last month, I lost my 2-year-old cousin. He died in
Mm-hmm.
his sleep,
In his
and then
crib?
yeah, he was in his bed. He died in his sister's arms.
Oh
He was
no.
his sister is 13. He died in her arms. She was carrying him to their mom because I guess she must have heard him choking or something. I
Uh-huh.
don't know. And she was carrying him to the mom.
Oh,
He died in her arms. So
oh,
we
that's
went
so
through that.
sad.
And then like the day after he was buried, my 12-year-old nephew passed. So it's been it's been crazy. And I don't understand how a person could do that to a little kid. Those are babies.
I don't know. Clyde said, was he on drugs? I don't know. They ain't said nothing about. They ain't said nothing. Like they doing a competency test right now, but they ain't said nothing. Like he was under drugs or under the influence of alcohol, or they ain't said nothing. Like that's crazy. I just wanted to update y'all on that because I said I would. So, hey Mel, how you doing? You gonna stop trying to get me the hula hoop? You know I ain't got knees for that anymore.
You buffering or I'm buffering. I can't hear
You
you.
want to go out and come back in?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, her daughters are entrepreneur. Well, it's actually her daughter and somebody else's daughter, but they like entrepreneurs together, and they have like this hula hoop challenge going on right now. And I can't hula hoop to save my life. She, my knees
Okay.
ain't built
I'm
like
here.
that no more. And you was cracking up when I said I used to have that neck game real good.
Say
I
again?
can't hula hoop for shit nowadays.
I'm sorry. I'm hearing you now, but I didn't hear what you were saying when I came in.
No, no, no. I said you was trying to get me to do that hula hoop challenge, knowing I got bad knees. My neck don't work like it used to.
Did
My
you
neck.
see my video? It can't
Yes,
get no. It can't get
No,
no
no,
worse than what I
I'm about to
did.
get on there and make a fool out of myself.
I
I
haven't
will
hula
not.
hooped in a long time.
Nikki, you can do it. I know you can probably do the hula hoop, but
Girl,
nobody.
I haven't did it in a long time.
My hula hoop ain't gonna go the distance from my waist to my hips. The hula hoop gonna be confused. Like, am I supposed to stay up top or down here?
I was outside with my daughter. When was
Been I
it?
caught in one of my belly
Tuesday
rolls.
for like an hour.
Mm-hmm.
All that hard work, still in boot training.
Ooh,
I still don't have it. And when I was younger, I used to go hula hoop all day.
I can
Now,
hula hoop, double dutch.
No,
Mm-hmm.
I can't do it for no hour.
Yeah, I used to be able to hula hoop. Like, I just be ooh, what's her name? Mm, mm, Queens of Comedy.
come on,
Oh, some more? Yeah, some more.
right.
Some more. I'm telling you that stand up that she did, the
I
ending
saw that
when you
one.
finally when you correlated the hula hoop with the I was like, oh
Right.
damn, that shit had me in tears. I'm like, so that's where we get it from when we up there working it and working it on that nigga, that hula
Look,
hooping that we
we
used to
done
do out in the
practiced.
street. Hey,
Girl, with the hula hoop skills I got now, it's a wonder my child got here.
and you know what? I had boys, so a lot of things I used to do as a young girl, I could have incorporated with children, but being they was boys, the hula hoop and the jump rope and all that, I ain't done that
Well,
shit in
look,
years.
my
My
brother
daughter was on it.
I had 3 brothers. Whatever I did, because I was the oldest, they did too. So when my brother's actually here from Atlanta Saturday, and I had him do a video. I was like, I hate you. How you can do it and I can't do it? And he like 6'5", 300 plus pounds, but he worked that hula hoop.
Men tend to have more stamina sometimes.
True.
But
Very
I want to
true.
see that video. I think I seen that video. Matter of fact, it's on your Facebook.
I haven't posted his yet.
Oh, yeah. I want to see that one.
I posted Tony.
Right.
You saw Tony?
No, I ain't seen Tony's. Tony did one too.
I posted like 12 videos.
Hold up. Let me go to your Facebook page.
Yeah, they're on my Facebook page, and I shared them on my community wall.
Oh.
Tony on one, his wife was on one, his wife and his daughter together. The daughter walking the dog and hula hooping.
Oh my God! How long ago was it with Tony? Hold on, you said it's on your community
All
wall.
of them, I did all of them last weekend.
Oh God, I gotta find it. I picture Tony hula hooping.
Yeah, Tony was hula hooping to Snoop Dogg them. What's the song? I ride for my hitters. You know, I don't say hitters though.
All right, from the hitters.
Yeah.
That I think I know the
That
song.
one.
Hey, I'm trying to find it.
Even
For some reason, every time I type in Melissa King on YouTube, I can't get it don't automatically come up.
really?
Yeah, if you just type in Melissa King on YouTube, sometimes it just doesn't come up right away.
Let me see.
Is it like a word after that in your name? Is it Melissa King something something?
No, it's just Melissa King.
I thought it used to be something else on there. It was longer. Here it is. I found it. It's Melissa King. Like, that's
on
what it is.
YouTube, but not on Facebook.
Yeah, that's what I was saying on YouTube.
Oh,
Because I
yeah.
couldn't. Yeah, I couldn't find it on. Okay, now you said you uploaded it like a week ago on your. Okay, I see the one with it's a little girl.
Probably Tony's daughter. Either Tony's daughter or my daughter.
Okay, I see one with Tyler. I see one with. There's a daddy-daughter one. Oh, is that
That's
it?
Tony and his daughter.
Okay.
And then there's another one with just Tony.
Okay. Oh wow, Tony out there getting it on the hula hoops.
I told even Tony's father-in-law did one.
I'm not. Nikki, you want to do the hula hoop challenge? I saw the one with you, Melissa. You had me cracking up though.
Girl.
And then the one you posted on TikTok, it got you like in 6 different frames.
That was me in Hula Hoop Boot Camp.
I was cracking up. That was funny. That was funny right there.
You know, for the kids, I'll be a good sport for the kids because I knew I was looking terrible trying to do them things, but I'm like, because the next one's supposed to be a jump rope challenge.
Nikki, I'm gonna hand it over to Nikki, and maybe Carmel Diva might want to do it too. There she go. Maybe Carmel Diva want to do it too.
Do what?
The hula hoop challenge. You and your daughter.
I can't hula hoop. The only thing I can hula hoop is my arm.
I told her I don't know. I ain't hula hooping.
I can't hula hoop with my arm. Man, I used to be able to do it with my ankle. You jump up with one leg.
Yeah, I can do that, but girl, trying to do it around my waist and my neck, girl, I be done choked the shit out of myself.
I don't know if I can do it.
Spit out my dream.
But I just don't
girl,
get it.
I'm serious.
Do it. And when my daughter does it, she barely moving anything. Like,
that's how it used to be when I was younger because I used to have a strong back.
You had to get your,
rhythm. How James Caldwell said, I used to have a strong back.
Oh,
so that back. The hula hoop is really it's all in the stomach and the back. I'm telling you, that's where it's at. Unless it's on your neck. See, I got a little gobble gobble. I got a little gobble gobble now.
I got a big
but
gobble gobble.
Before I had my gobble gobble, I used to be able to work a hula hoop, man. Yeah. Is that Miss Sislo?
Hey.
I miss
What's cracking like? What's cracking
I was
like
just about to ask about her.
They asked about her last time because you be MIA.
You know what? Let me tell you something. When I had these grandkids, I'll be knocked out, and I got them tonight. But the church had a viewing of Space Jams 2. Yep. So they are at the church, and I got to go pick the boys up, but the baby couldn't go because I kept him. I stayed at home with him because he got a cold.
Oh.
So you know how that is, in public with a cold, So I stayed at home with him and the baby girl. So they're knocked out. Yeah. But I've been missing y'all good people. Hi, everybody on the panel.
Are you gonna do the hula hoop challenge, Miss Sister? You gonna do the hula hoop challenge for Melissa King?
The hula hoop, girl, that hula hoop fit me like a tourniquet. I'm a hula hoop around my arm. Y'all want to laugh? Y'all, I don't have the laugh.
No, I can't do it. I'm scared.
Y'all be like,
I tried, Mrs. Lowe. I even ordered a bigger hula hoop, and it just made a bigger thump when it hit the ground. It didn't make no difference.
And Melissa, I asked you the other day. I said, "What size?" I said, "Do they come in plus? Do they come in 2X, 3X?"
Yeah, they do.
Look, I'm gonna have my daughter take my place. Cause her little ass can hula hoop. Man.
Yeah, your daughter can do it. Your daughter can do it.
I use one of my nieces.
It's a challenge. It's a challenge for my daughter and her friend
it.
that have their own.
It is a challenge. It's a challenge for me to do it. I am challenged.
Nikki, if you want to do it, you can do it too, Nikki, or have your daughter do it.
I have my nieces do it. My daughter, I'll probably try to get her and her friend to do it there in Maryland.
Yeah, you can do it from anywhere, and you just gotta send the video to Melissa.
I get my nieces together and have them do it.
To music and do the little,
I'm sorry,
Nikki, I must apologize to you. I thought you were someone else when you first came on the screen.
Who, Nikki?
Uh-huh.
What? That's the homegirl, Nick Nack.
I thought I heard you say something about Nettie. And that's why
No,
I
you
was
thought
like,
that
where
was
you
you
been?
thought that was Nettie B, Lynette, Nettie B. Oh, okay. No, Nettie B was in the chat. I did say hi to Nettie B because she was in the chat, but no, that's cool.
Ooh,
Okay.
Jesus. Woo, girl, y'all, I'm eating something spicy and baby.
Mm.
Woo, Jesus.
Girl. And you
What
driving?
you got over there making you moan and groan like that?
You driving, eat some spicy. Don't be like Pops on Friday and gotta pull over.
Girl, I'll be back in 45 minutes.
It's like 45 minutes. Somebody open the window up in here.
Hey, my baby want to give y'all a report on my progress on the.
Hey, Nye.
Hi, beautiful.
Hi.
Tell them how I did.
50-50.
50 mine.
Okay, how about 2080?
2080 is correct.
2080.
Or how about 0? Do you like that? How about 0?
It was more like a zero.
She gave it her best shot, right, Nye? Nye, did she give it her best shot?
Ooh, this is. Ooh.
Oh!
You know what?
I try to help you out. I try to help you out.
I blame the teacher.
Hey!
I blame the teacher.
Was she teaching you how to hula hoop?
She was supposed to be helping me get back to hula hooping.
I tried the ones that I really knew because I only.
Nice. You need a little extra.
Oh, Lord.
Us old parents, we need an extra attention and extra training on certain things. So you might have to spend like a couple of weeks with us on the hula hoop, and then we'll get back with you.
She gonna
So
have
what is the challenge about? What is it for?
Tell them what the challenge is for.
The challenge is
to encourage kids to do what?
Exercise.
Get out and exercise.
I know that's right.
Do something besides sitting in the house and looking at video games and Facebook and
YouTube.
TikTok.
YouTube and TikTok.
Yeah.
Instagram.
Because we've been trying to grow their channel and we just hadn't had a lot of stuff to put on. So we figured if we did some summer challenges, maybe that would draw some kids to join, you know, some fun stuff. So that was the
Now
purpose.
you do have a channel listed as a kids channel, right?
No.
Okay, you know you got to do that.
Well, I didn't want to do that because it's not just for kids. You know, it asks if it's just for kids, but not necessarily just for kids.
Yeah, because I forgot they do have like their business with their
it's
sanitizers and things.
It's a business and a blog type deal.
But just watch out for those. Watch out for those. You know what's.
Well, you know, I go through and do
the P word. The P word.
Right. I do all the administrative stuff.
Yeah. Make sure you do all the yeah.
So they don't do any of that. I do this.
Yeah. I know a lot of people who got kid channels. They put a lot of restrictions on that because YouTube don't be playing these days with these kids.
Yeah. With that
YouTube and all of these platforms are overdoing it now. They monitoring your damn comments and I'm like,
let me tell you, they took down one of my hula hoop videos last week with Tony's daughter hula hooping with the dog. And I had to go and look and see what community guideline did I break. And they were saying it was the one where they don't want to show children in a dangerous a dangerous position. So I appealed it and they put it back up because I was like, this was just a kids hula hoop challenge. The parents are clearly present, you know, and so they said okay, and they put it back up.
That's why I don't like. Sometimes, like I used to do videos sometimes, and I might be at family house, and sometimes when I'm at my family house or something, the kids will try to jump in my video. I'm like, no, you stay over there.
Yeah,
you stay over there. And some YouTubers, I know 3 YouTubers who started YouTube channels, and they each had their channels set up as kids channels. And I'm like, if y'all don't go and change that, because you can get in trouble if you got the kid channel set up as a kids channel, and you over here cussing and twerking and smoking and doing all kind of stuff. But
Right.
a lot of new YouTubers, they don't know these things. And so that's why every time I know somebody who wants to be a YouTuber, I try to give them some tips and things like that. But yeah,
Yeah.
Laverne, matter of fact, had her channel set up as a kid channel.
Did
Oh
she?
no.
And you know, y'all know who Laverne is. If you
Yes,
be interested.
Oh
Laverne,
no.
Laverne, girl, I was on the phone. I was on the phone with her till like midnight last night, helping her take that off of her channel and
I
stuff. Because
love
when I
you,
saw
girl,
it,
but you
I
no,
said,
no.
why you don't have comment options on your videos? And then I looked a little further, and it said comments are restricted for children. I said, girl, if you don't hurry and change this shit,
Right.
you up there talking about kissing and all this other kind of stuff on your girl.
That was
Oh,
Oh
she was
my
like, how
God.
did I do that? How did I do that? I said, don't worry about it. We gonna fix this.
Right.
Yeah, Carrie Ray said YouTube do be tripping. Ooh, Carrie Ray, is you gonna make you a channel? Let me stop because I be telling everybody to make a channel. Let me stop.
Right.
Some people think I be peer pressuring. Let me stop.
Right.
But you know, it's a lot of work, especially trying to
Yep,
get the
Mm-hmm.
girls channel off the ground. It's been like really hard.
it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. Like
I know.
like that's why I have a YouTube channel called Don't Be Afraid to YouTube, where it shows you
I
like
need
different
to
tips.
find
But
that channel. I need to get on
yeah,
that channel like that.
I put up different videos of how to do stuff, on StreamYard. Like people like when they come to me and ask me to like walk them through how to set up the StreamYard and like I charge people for that stuff. Not everybody.
Mhm.
If somebody's doing something for me, in return, I'll do something for them and for free, right? But if somebody
Mm.
just comes to me and say, "Can you help me do this, that, and the third?" Like to literally help somebody set up somebody who don't know nothing about setting up a YouTube channel,
Me.
literally helping them set it up, make the name, make the pictures to go on their profile. You know the banner that got to be so many inches by so many inches.
And
You got
that's
to
so
use
worth.
like a imaging
What?
app or something to do that, and then like to
Oh.
connect your cash apps and to set up all your emails and your cash apps and all your web links, and then set it for not children, set it for this, put restrictions on it. It's a whole lot of stuff
Yeah.
that needs to be done when you do a YouTube channel. And for me to walk somebody through it and help you do it, it's about a 3 hour process.
So
Like
is
it's
Well,
that
I
about a
need
a
3 hours
service?
of your time since you volunteered me to have a channel.
and I'm serious. I mean, I didn't have people pay me $50, $60, because it's time consuming. It's really, and if you're doing it over the phone with somebody, like
Is that
that takes
something?
even
Is that
longer.
a service you still offer, Tanya? Because
Yep, I
Tony
sure
and I,
do.
Tony and
Can
I
I
were
pay
trying
you
it
in
out.
eternal love?
We're trying to get everybody on our Facebook side to start a YouTube channel. So
I
we'll
sure do. I
promote you
sure
if you want
do.
some business.
Can I pay you in
People.
eternal love and and sisterhood?
Eternal love and sisterhood. We'll talk. We'll talk.
Okay, because I know it's a lot. So
It's
I
a lot.
want
And the thing about it is, of course, you can do it on your own, but it generally will take you quite some time. And you'll be watching all these how to videos on YouTube and all
right.
this kind of stuff. That's why people like Michelle ATL and Brown, they got like a YouTube boot camp. Even Sir King. You saw Sir King? He had like a thing set up where you can like sign up for his he give you like tips on YouTube, how to be great at being a YouTuber. A lot of people out here is doing that because it's frustrating when you
It is.
first become a YouTuber.
Because
Like,
we've been
like
working
remember
with,
how?
do you know Pandy from Pandy's Hair Candy?
Uh huh.
Now she's been helping us out a lot. We've been promoting her too for people who are looking for somebody to help them grow their channel. But
Yeah.
you don't wanna overload her.
Right, and like for instance, Ask April. Remember, Ask April could get monetized for like 2 years. Even though
No, I don't
she
watch
had all the
that.
watch hours, she had all the subscribers, she had way more than what she needed.
So what
But
was
she
going
couldn't
on?
get monetized because of the fact that when you start a YouTube channel, let's say you start a YouTube channel and then for some reason you get locked out of it and you start a whole new YouTube channel because you done forgot your password. So she
Right.
created a whole new YouTube channel. And then when it got time for her being monetized, she put the same email that she had used for the original
Right.
YouTube channel. And when you do that, they automatically kick your whole channel down as far as monetization. So they're talking about, hold up, you can't put two different channels on
Right.
what do
One
they call it?
email.
On
The same
what
email.
they call the money
Cash App.
no, not Cash App, but
AdSense.
AdSense, right. You can't have two different channels on an AdSense account with the same email. So
They
Mm.
she
look
was
at it as
explaining
like
to them
double dipping or something.
forever. Yeah, for years she was trying to explain to them.
Ray, it took me a long time to figure out too what I
You
wanted
have
my
to.
content to be.
And
It
Yeah.
took me a minute.
that's a tip for anybody who wants to start a YouTube channel. Like I got like 8 YouTube channels. They
Yeah,
all
we
have
know.
they all have different they all have different email addresses.
Mm-hmm.
If you want a YouTube channel for you making cakes, if you want fun for your real estate, if you want one for Mary Kay, if you want one for cooking, whatever, you just want a whole bunch of different genres instead of compiling everything on one channel, you have to
Yeah.
make sure that each have their own individual email address.
I wish you still sold Mary Kay. It's only 2 things I wanted to buy, but I wish you still sold it so I could buy those.
I use
Girl,
Mary Kay, the
I used to
facial
do a lot.
cleanser.
That's why they call me a Jamaican because I used to have like, well,
Right.
I still got like two,
You still
three.
got 50,
Yeah,
11 jobs.
yeah, yeah. But yeah, when you want more than one channel, and then when it comes time to monetize after you had the first channel monetized, and you want to monetize the next one, all you have to do is go over to that first channel, copy the assets, and then merge them. See, I show you how to do all that because if you mess up, it
But
took
see,
that goes almost 2 years
I've
to get
never
that channel
monetized.
monetized.
I've never tried to monetize because my uploads and content wasn't consistent. So I figured, what's the point if I'm not gonna keep the content going?
Well, once you
But
get your 4,000 hours and get your 1,000 subscribers and your 4,000 hours, you better get that shit monetized.
but don't you?
You gotta
Because
have
I got
1,000 subscribers, or I'll never get it.
No, yes, you
like
will. Don't
I
say
got
that.
I got
Don't say.
4,500 subscribers, but
And how many watch hours you got?
I don't know.
You don't know. All you have to do is go to your YouTube studio, click on
Right.
monetization. When you get to that screen where it shows you all the different ways you can monetize, click on the one that says AdSense, and it'll tell you at the bottom, do you want us to notify when you're ready or when you're eligible? And you click yes, and then it'll show you how many. I see. I was showing Laverne all this last night. She didn't know either. And it shows you how many subscribers you got, and it shows you how many hours away from being monetized you are. And since you click yes for them to alert you when you're ready or when you're there, they will send you an email. You'll get an email out the blue saying, you're ready to be monetized. We're about to review your YouTube channel.
Because my thing
So,
was, I didn't know if those 4,000 hours had to be from the initiation of your channel to now, or if it's a block of time they're looking at.
it's from the very beginning of your channel till now, basically. From the time you first started your channel and uploading content to now,
So it doesn't matter that my watch hours have been inconsistent. Like,
no, because some people just don't know. They be repeating shit that they done heard somewhere before. Like I even heard Dubby say the other day on her channel that YouTube made her channel start back over because she didn't get her 4,000 watch hours in a year. That's not true. For my Giants Prime Time TV channel, it took me 16 months to get 4,000 hours. For my
I
the Hood
remember we
Table
worked
channel,
hard on them hours
yes,
too.
we were hard. We was going live for 6-8 hours straight, overnight lives. We was doing everything to get some hours up. And then for the Hood Table channel, it took me like 13 months. So it's not true that if you go over a year that YouTube will make you start. That's not true. So it's a lot of false things going on out there when it comes to what you can and cannot do. Like you know how many people be talking about you can't cuss in the chat. YouTube will take your monetization. Girl, trust me, I learned the hard way. You can cuss all through your video and still be
Yep.
monetized. You know how
Y'all
often
be like, we ain't gonna get monetized if you keep cussing.
every other word on our Friday Night Lives damn near is a cuss word. We be showing fights, we be showing all kind of stuff. And every one of them is green. Everyone gets monetized. When some of these rules that people be talking about, they are not true.
But you
They
know
are
what?
not
I
true.
went over to monetization and it's telling me to get into the YouTube partner program, your channel
I'm
needs
driving.
4,000 public watch hours in the last 12 months. I don't have them in the last 12 months. I only got 131 public hours.
So do you see where it says notify you when you are eligible?
It's checked green and said, well,
Okay,
we'll send you an
that's all
email.
you need. That's all you need. So when you get there, they're gonna send you an email and say we are about to review your channel. And as long as most of your channel has most of your own personal content and it's not a lot of bullying, a lot of violence, a lot of things like that that advertisers would not want to advertise on, then your
Yeah.
channel will get approved. It will get approved.
Because I've got 4,490 subscribers.
Yeah, you
But
just gotta get on the watch hours. On the watch hours.
and I didn't even realize I had that many subscribers because I had started the page. I uploaded one video. That video got over 500,000 views. And next thing I knew, in like a month, it was 4.5 subscribers. And I was like,
Yeah, to get those
when
watch
did
hours,
this happen?
you literally like when I was getting my watch hours, I went live in the morning, I went live at night, almost every day.
Well,
Even
see,
if you
I
just talking
signed
about the
off for
weather, if you up there cooking, if you talking about something you did over the weekend, I mean, you just gotta just keep those videos coming out, coming out, coming out, coming out to get those hours. That's the only way.
because I did that and then I kind of pretty much logged off. I didn't get back on YouTube. So I came back like 6 months later and saw I had all these subbies and I was like, where did this come from? You
How
know,
many subbies you got now?
4,500.
All
And
right.
how many watch hours you got?
130. I've been on since 2014 though. So,
Well, I'm gonna give you one tip that I give everybody.
what?
And Carrie Ray, she's in the chat, and she's like, I'm brainstorming what my content would be. Any YouTuber will tell you this. When you first start your YouTube channel, don't focus on what your content gonna be about. Do not.
That's
You
why
do
I named
content
mine
on
Calm Deeper
any and
Convos.
everything. You do content if you making a peanut butter jelly sandwich, you just want to talk about the news. If you bought a new pair of shoes and you want to show off your shoes. If you got a new ponytail and you want to show off your ponytail, your weave. If you want to talk about Bill Cosby just got released from prison. I'm telling you, to get your 4,000 watch hours to get monetized, do not focus on what you want your content to be about. It's all about kicking those videos out and kicking them out fast and getting the
Yeah.
watch hours. Then after you get your watch hours, then you can go to being back focused on what you want your main content to be about. But when you're trying to get those watch hours, it really helps to talk about any and everything just to get your hours up. Like seriously, like some people they do those drive to work lives. They get in their car, they turn their camera on. Good morning, everybody. How y'all doing? I'm on my way to work. What's been going on? Just anything, just to get those watch hours out. And that's a tip I would give to anybody. Because it's hard. Any YouTuber will tell you it's hard to get those 4,000 watch hours. The subscribers is easy. Those 4,000 watch hours, that's
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah, because I've got like 117 videos on here, but I only started back doing videos, like active videos, in the last 3-4 months. Since me and
Yeah.
Tony started doing those.
Ray, that is a lot of
Before that,
subscribers.
it had
Hell, I thought I
been
was
2 or
doing
3 years.
good. I got 36.
Yeah. That is good. When you get to 4,000 subscribers, you like on your way from then. The next thing you know, you're gonna have 6. Then you're gonna have 8. Then you're gonna have 10. But focus on the watch hours. I'm telling y'all, I got like 2 channels that are monetized. So I know what I'm talking about. Chinese Prime Time been monetized for like 2 years, and the Hood Table been monetized for about a year. So I know what I'm talking about.
Does it
Don't
matter if it's uploads versus your live watch hours?
I would always recommend lives. Why lives? Because people love to tune in. People love to actually talk to you in real time and
But
type to
see, it
you in
won't
your
because
chat in
I'm
real
new. It
time.
won't let me. It won't even let me do live. I have
That's
to.
because you ain't set it up that way. You gotta do it on your computer.
Oh,
Girl, you know you could have came to
she said she got 8 subscribers and not one video.
girl, if y'all ever
Don't
got
that be
questions, that's
tripping
for
you
real.
out?
If y'all got simple questions, I'll help y'all with, and I won't even say simple, but if it's just like a question, I'll help you guys, because that's one reason why I started my Don't Be Afraid to YouTube channel. And I ain't uploaded nothing on there. It's got about 15 videos on there right now on things to
I'm gonna
do,
have to
how to
go
do
find your
certain.
channel
You
But
just
because I
good
don't
at
know
it,
that. I'm not familiar
Tanya.
with that one.
You just good at it. That's all.
Right.
help people though. It's like I like to help people, because every single one of y'all on this platform, including Carrie Ray and a whole bunch of people that's been in my chat, that I see in chats all over the B sector, that be jumping on people panels, panel hopping. They be having so much to say. Why not make your own channel and get your own coins? Because these other YouTubers, they just be using certain people to get their clicks and views. Not like they don't get clicks and views anyway, but a lot of these people who don't have their own channels, they be giving all this good commentary on other people's channels when they can have their own channel. It's okay to jump on other people's channels and for people to jump on your channels. That's called collaboration to support. But make your own content. Shoot, these people making money off all these people jumping on their platforms.
And
Why
I
not?
didn't even know when I first started. I didn't even know people were getting paid for YouTube. I thought it was just a hobby for everybody.
No, when I first started Tanya's Prime Time, I knew I was going to eventually
I
get
didn't
paid.
know.
Now, when I first started watching YouTube, before I created a channel, I didn't know. But once I
Okay.
found out, that's when I started Tanya's Primetime TV and focused on TV show reviews and news reviews. And then I was like, well, I want that channel to just be a little bit calmer. And I want to do a hood, more mentality channel where I'm just free to say what I want. And so that's how the hood table come into formation. So
Mm-hmm.
Tanya's Primetime TV, that's mostly TV show reviews, news reviews over here. We, I don't y'all know how we get down over here. But
I got 2
yeah,
things I want to say real quick.
go ahead, babe.
Okay. The first one is mommy came home today. Yay!
She's home from the hospital. Hey.
Yeah. After 3.5 weeks. Yes, ma'am. Praise God.
How's she feeling?
She doing good. She doing very good.
Where's she at? Is she right there?
No, she in the living room on the couch sleep.
That she's home.
I am too, girl. And then the second thing, I know we were supposed to discuss that young man
Oh yeah.
who was killed by the one that was killed by his stepfather, the police officer.
Yes. Talk about that. I'm gonna bring the reports up on the screen while you
Okay.
start talking about that. And before you say that, I just want to say to Carrie Ray, if you need any help, just hit me on my IG. I'm on IG as the Hood Table. So if you need any help with your new channel, just hit me up on IG.
Well,
But go ahead.
I'm gonna fall down because I don't really mentally I don't want to hear nothing too heavy tonight, so I'm gonna fall off with the little boy getting killed.
That's cool.
Okay, I'll see y'all later.
All
Okay,
right,
talk
good
to you
night,
later.
boo. But what I wanted to say was, I just can't, you told me you had already discussed it, but I just came upon that story. And the way I came upon it was my mom was telling me about it, and come to find out that the young man who lost his life is my cousin through his biological father.
Mm-hmm.
And I was already, it just disturbed me hearing that story. But
And then to
then to
find
hear
out that
that,
it was your cousin.
yeah, yeah. And unfortunately, I never got to meet him. I
Yeah.
couldn't even tell you exact because it's his great grandfather and my grandfather were brothers. And so
Yeah.
that was the connection. And
Oh
what
wow!
happened,
So his great grandfather and your father.
my grandfather,
Okay, and his grandfather.
no. It would be his great grandfather
Hmm.
and my grandfather
Okay. Okay. Okay.
were brothers.
Okay.
And so I found that out and I was like, oh my gosh. And because like I said, for a long time, we would have family reunions and sometimes you just don't have the money or it's a long trip to be made or, whatever, for whatever reason, I never got a chance to meet this young man. I couldn't even tell you, undoubtedly who his father was, which one of my uncle's kids or grandkids it was.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it was crazy because my mom and I had just talked about my uncle. We were talking about him because he went back to their hometown down in Texas.
Mhm.
Shout out to Tyler. Hey. But they had went down there for vacation and they got one of my other aunts to go with him. And while he was down there, he got the news that was his great grandson that got killed. So he cut his vacation short and he and his wife drove on to Maryland to attend the services. Now, what I'll say about this, I don't know the situation as far as why his father wasn't in his life, whether the mother wouldn't allow it or whether the dad just wasn't there. But what ticked me off was there was not a mention of a single Jones family member. They
Yeah.
didn't, in his obituary, they didn't mention his father, whether he had any siblings with his father. They didn't mention
Oh, thank you,
grandparents,
Melissa.
great grandparents. Oh, thank you, Boo.
You know we gonna be in comedy. We're gonna have to split that. That's for us. That's for us.
Huh. Thank you.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
Really. But yeah, I was like, no matter what the situation is, you should still acknowledge that this child had another side to their family.
Exactly. Exactly.
And for my uncle to drive that far hell, my uncle lives in Arizona. So for him to drive from Arizona to Texas and then from Texas to Maryland and you not even acknowledge him in the obituary, I'm like, that's kind of messed up.
Yeah, that's true. Well, I got this news clip up, so I want to show everybody because some people might not have seen the story or might not have tuned in to us last week when we were talking about it. So I'm gonna go
Okay.
ahead and let this video play for everybody. And if y'all cannot hear it, please let me know that you cannot hear it. But here we go. I got it on mute.
A 15-year-old.
Okay, here we go.
Well, we continue to follow a very disturbing case in Anne Arundel County. A 15-year-old found dead, and his stepfather, who's a Baltimore City police officer, is arrested.
Now, as the young man's life was remembered, police still have no answers as to how he died. WJZ's live Rachel Cardenas in Pasadena, where the funeral service for Dasan Jones was held this morning. Rachel?
That's right, Denise. Nicole, they're not telling us anything about what caused this death, but they did say it was suspicious. Dozens of people came and read from the funeral home for Dasan Jones. A GoFundMe has also been started to support his family. A prayer card reads, Dasan Jones, February 1st, 2006 to July 6th, 2021. Just 15 years young. Jones's funeral was held on Monday in Pasadena, where family and friends trickled in and out of this building to pay their respects. Kayla Wright attended school with Jones and started a GoFundMe for his family, writing, "He had such a good soul, and it is such a tragedy that he had to leave us so soon and so young," adding, "Justice will be served and you will finally be in peace." Last Tuesday, Anne Arundel County Police were called to Curtis Bay, to the home of Jones's stepfather, EricGBanks Jr., because Jones's mother was concerned he wasn't answering his phone. She thought he was being held against his will. Court documents say Jones's body was found inside a bedroom wall of that home. Banks, a Baltimore City police officer, was detained at the scene, but tried to get away from police. Charging documents say Banks also tried to grab an officer's gun. The investigation in what caused Jones's death is ongoing, but police have called the death suspicious.
I heard the mom crying, and that cry that I heard, instinctually I knew our mom, something had happened to her kid.
Now, Banks has been a Baltimore City police officer for 3 years, but was suspended for a prior incident. Right now, he's suspended without pay and is being held without bond. Now, as for Jones and the cause of death, there's an autopsy going on to determine that. We're live in Pasadena. I'm Rachel Curtin for WJZ.
Just heartbreaking that you thought so little of this child, whether he's a relative or not, that you thought so little of this child to put him in a hole in the wall. This was a human. A young child that never even got a chance to live life. This was and from all accounts that I've read, this was a intelligent, sweet, talented young man with a bright future. And his light has been dimmed from somebody basically who was chemically imbalanced.
Somebody who was under law, supposed to protect and serve, and that's for strangers. This is your stepson. And I did a story on this last week because I'm like, this your stepson. You're a law officer. What would make you kill your stepson and put him in a hole in the wall? Like,
the only thing I can think.
And then to hear that you're related to him and you didn't even know that you were related to him till your mother found out.
Didn't even know.
And even though you didn't know that was your relative before now, I know it still hits a certain way.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, any time you hear of a young child dying senselessly, it should hit you. We should not be so desensitized to death that when we hear something like this, we don't feel something. It should hit each and every one of us some kind of way. And it, from what I can deduce, I'm trying to use big words like I read the dictionary still.
That's what you are known for on the hood table. I'm more for the more ratchet, and you known for big words.
But from what I can deduce, what I can guess, I know that there was a custody dispute, and what a lot of people are not understanding, and I was reading this in comments on this other guy's video. They were like, well, why was he even in the custody dispute if that was the stepson? And
because
some girl was like,
he adopted.
Is that what? Because see, that's what the girl was saying. He might have been adopted. No,
that's the only way that you normally can have a joint custody dispute in a marriage is if the father or the mother actually adopted the kid. You can't have a custody dispute. If this my kid and he got a whole nother daddy and we just married, he ain't got your last name. You ain't adopted him as your own. He ain't property like this house. So
what happened is, no, he wasn't adopted. What happened is, like I said, from what I can figure out, what happened was somehow or not, I don't know. First of all, I know you're not supposed to blame the mom because she's grieving, but how the hell you leave how your child end up with somebody you don't even trust with your own life?
But still, it was a custody battle. It was a custody battle.
The custody battle wasn't over him. It was over the kids that the mama and the cop had together.
But see, it could also be, and I'm just thinking off the top of my head, it could also have been they got separated, divorced, and the judge was like, well, I think the child should be with that person, or I think the child should be with that person. I guess necessarily it might not mean that they have to have adopted them, but that's just how it usually goes, though. Like, that's just how it usually goes. This my
From
kid,
what
that's
I've
your kid.
heard, from what I've heard, she had went 2 times previously to get protection orders against him, and
Right.
each time they had been denied.
Mm-hmm. Just like that lady whose kids got killed, the dude from Bellevue.
Yeah.
Who killed his 2 little kids and ran away, and they caught him in California. She did the same thing, told the kids and everybody that he was not suitable to be. He was unfit. He was abusive, and next thing you know, both her kids dead.
Now, what I'm thinking, and this is just what I'm, taking pieces of information here and there. I'm thinking somehow or another, I don't know if he kidnapped this boy or what, because he had went into the mama's bank account, emptied her bank account out, and then changed her password.
Ooh. And that was the ex, the husband, the stepdad?
Yeah, the cop. That was the cop.
Oh, wow.
So I don't know if the judge thought, okay, well, he might be a better provider for them.
See, that's what I was saying. He might say, well,
or if he kidnapped this kid. Now, this is what I'm thinking. He kidnapped this kid, or he was holding him as collateral to try to get her to come back with his kids. And she said no. And he ends up, the way he can hurt her is to kill her child.
Oh, wow.
Think about how much that hurts, that somebody would kill your child to hurt you.
No, girl, see.
Now, that's what I think he did.
And see, my heart goes out. Like, I might sometimes come off sometimes soft, kind of aggressive, sometimes passionate. I have like all these feelings inside of me. You know what I'm saying? Because when you raised in the hood, sometimes you have to be a different person every day. Not be a different person per se, but you gotta always be like in a certain frame of mind. You know what I mean? But when it comes to children, I have a really soft spot for children.
Oh, you know how I am.
I can just see myself now in that movie, like A Time to Kill. I can just see myself now, and it's like so many people are so lucky. They out here killing kids, raping kids, molesting kids, kidnapping kids. They doing all these horrible crimes, and all they get is jail. Like, if it was way back in the day,
they get to continue breathing.
Or in another country, they would cut off their man parts. They would do all these different things to these people.
And I think we should, personally.
That's what I'm saying. I think we should do that for people who hurt children.
Just think about it. When they send these people to jail now, jail is nothing to them. They getting in there, they got air conditioning, they got rec rooms, they got cable, and all that. So where's the punishment?
The only punishment really is they do get locked up, so that is a little punishment because they're off the streets. Now, if they get taken care of by people inside of the jail, that's another punishment. But most of these people, they get off. Most of these people, they come home in 10, 15 years. They come home in 10, 15 years, and they able
usually worse than when they went in there. They worse than when they went in there because there was no reform.
Right. And they be having all these dreams and all these thoughts and still messing around with children. Then when they get out, a lot of them, they reoffend like almost immediately. They reoffend. Right. And usually it's 10 times worse when they do it.
Right.
And so, like, when they say, do you think people who hurt children can be rehabilitated? No. I'm not so sure. I mean,
I don't think so.
show me one person who has done something to that like that and never ever 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 did it again after being released. Then maybe I might believe it, but most of the time you hear about somebody who done something, they did it before. And hey, family of Six Rocks, I'm sorry, babe, I did not see you come in. She said, hey, the hood table and everybody. Thanks for tuning in.
Hello.
Thank you. Yeah, family of Six Rocks. I don't know if I've seen them in our chat before, but welcome to the chat. And if you've
No.
been here before, I apologize, but welcome to the chat.
Yes. Thank you for joining us. Please, chat with us. Let us know what you think about what we're talking about. But yeah,
It's heartless. Like Carrie Ray said, heartless.
it is. And I mean, I'm telling you now, my heart is beating so fast right now because I'm just so angry that somebody could do that to a
You
child.
become overcome with emotions. Like, okay, the story we were talking about earlier with the 18-year-old and the 4-year-old. Like, who does you took this 4-year-old out? You kidnapped him. You broke into their house. You kidnapped this 4-year-old little boy
And
who
for
did
what?
nothing to nobody, and you stabbed him to death, and then threw him in the middle of the street for somebody to find him later. Like, I just have this really soft spot for children and the people who do these crimes against children, whether it's rape, abuse, mistreatment. Like, there's another story that I saw, Carmel
That
Diva.
made my stomach hurt. That physically made my stomach hurt hearing that. And I mean, I know what you're talking about, the little baby named Cash, but
Yeah, that's the little baby, the little 4-year-old named Cash. But there was another pair of kids. They were killed by their own mother and father in Atlanta, Georgia. They were starved to death. They were only like 12 and 13 years old, a boy and a girl, 12 and 13 years old. And basically it was the mother who was charged, the father was charged. They also charged the step grandmother, like the uncle.
I
It's
think I
5
remember hearing
people.
about that.
Yes, it's
Because all
five
these people,
people.
where
It's
are the
5 people.
kids? I know neighbors had to have seen them
They
being
said,
moved in.
well, see what had happened was one of the kids had went missing, and the parents never filed a missing report. They just went missing, didn't go to school, nothing. Then the next thing you know, the next child, 14 years old, that child went missing, and then somebody finally said to the police, "I think we need to do a welfare check on these 2 children because they ain't been to school in all this time." So then they go do the welfare check, and this is in not Atlanta, but in Georgia. It's in Georgia, and
Mm-hmm.
they said that it's in Effingham County in Georgia. So they went out there, did their little wellness check, found both of the kids buried in the backyard. Both of these teenagers. This was in Atlanta. Like, this is now. Like, this is now. You know what I'm saying? So the children, they said the children were beaten, they were starved. The girl was kept naked in a dog kennel before her death.
Oh my God.
So they being charged with felony, malice murder, sexual battery, cruelty to children, false imprisonment, and concealing death. And it's five people, including the maternal and paternal parents, not step parents, but the real mother and father and the step grandparents. Girl, it's like the whole family was doing all these things to these children. But two of the people, they signed up to testify against the others so that they won't get death. So they'll end up in life in prison.
They all still need it.
I
Y'all
know.
sat there and allowed these kids to be abused and mistreated and then to die, and you said nothing. You did nothing to stop this.
And they covered up the death. They covered up the death of those 2 Effingham County in Georgia teenagers. They covered up the death. Like, how your grandparent, like, I can't, girl, let something happen to my little grandkids, and it's at the hand of their parents. I be telling my son now, my grandbaby only 2 months old, and I be telling my son as soon as he's able to walk and talk and all that, he getting a cell phone. Cause soon let be over there doing something that he don't like. And my son like, really, mom? I'm like, let my son know I ain't playing. Both my sons know I ain't playing. The same way I was crazy. The same way I was crazy with y'all is like 10 times worse now with my grandchild. So they know I ain't playing. Shoot. And they like, oh, okay,
I
mom, you
cannot
use the phone that young, but if you say so.
just hearing about that. I'm serious. It has physically made me ill that people could be that cruel.
That cruel. And that's why I say some people who be doing stuff, you keeping kids locked up in a dog crate and starving them. These kids were so skinny. These kids, hold on, let me see if I can bring the picture up.
That's
These
okay.
these kids, they were so skinny. Like, they were so skinny. You can see their
I can
bones in their
imagine.
neck
I can
because they
imagine
were
how
starved.
emaciated they were. I can imagine how emaciated
How
they
can
were.
you do it to your own children? I mean, not how could you do that to anybody's child? I would never understand.
But
I'm
your
the
own
one just
flesh and
like you.
blood.
If kids is outside our house, I'm just like you. We know each other. We go way back. If
Right.
kids are outside with my kids and they've been over here for a couple of hours, it's hot, whatever. Y'all want some peanut butter and jelly sandwich? Hey, we got ramen noodles, we got hot dogs. You know, I might even put
Something.
the grill and make them some burgers and joints, juice, water. I can't
Girl.
imagine the things that these kids go through dealing with this torture. Them the people that deserve death.
And we live
So
in the one of the quote unquote richest and supposedly most civilized countries in the world. But then you hear
supposedly,
about stuff like that
hey,
and
Miss Islo,
it just rips your heart out.
Miss Islo,
Hello?
Miss Islo, is that you? I'm trying to make sure. I don't know if that's her. I don't
I
want to
don't
be
think that's her.
cornball. Okay, well I'm about to kick her out. I don't want to be
Right.
cornball. But I'm telling you, it would be like a time to kill. I used to tell my kids all the time if something ever happens to them, I said if I go to jail, please charge it to my head. And the thing about it is like when people do something to your kids, you just want to retaliate, you want to get revenge. But then on the flip
Hmm.
side, you gotta be like, but who's gonna take care of them if I'm not
Right.
there?
Right.
So you have
Who's
to
gonna
like
take care
weigh
of
the
them if I'm
options.
gone?
What should you do? Should you retaliate? Should you let it go? Should you, especially if they go to court and they get off? Oh hell!
Oh, it.
See, see, I'm just so glad my kids is grown right now. Because I gotta pray for all the kids because it's people in the family, outside the family who just don't give a damn and will do
Mm-mm.
anything to a child.
And I'll do anything to them. I'm gonna leave it at that.
Girl, I'm just like it's
I'm
insane.
not gonna implicate myself. I'm gonna just say I'll do anything to them.
It's just sad. And every time I watch A Time to Kill, girl, I used to watch that movie. And you know what? In A Time to Kill with Sam, what was his name? Sam, was it not?
Samuel
Was it
Jackson.
Samuel? Her name was Tanya, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she has my name. And so every time I watch that movie,
Oh
and I will
Lord.
see that little girl strung up between two trees, and how she had to have like her insides removed. She couldn't have kids, and all this kind of
Right.
other stuff that they damaged her like for life on the inside and outside, mentally and everything. Her dad,
Mm.
Samuel Jackson, was like, "My baby, y'all did all that to her insides. Y'all ripped her from the rooter to the tutor. See, that's let me shut up. Let me shut up.
Girl, you ain't gotta say another word.
Let me
I'm
shut up.
already. I'm already.
Mm-mm.
But what pissed me off in that movie, they threw full
Hold on,
cans of beer at her.
Hold on, Diva. Miss Sislo?
Hey, you know what? I was driving, so my phone kept booting me out. So I was like, you know what? And then I came home and I said, you know what? Let me go back off and put it on my laptop. So.
That's okay. I just wanted to make sure you was you.
Right.
Oh, you didn't see me?
No,
No,
we
I
saw
mean,
you, but we
we
didn't
saw
know
like
for
your,
sure if it was you.
yeah, we see like your Your avatar,
Avatar.
but you know that's how people get porn bombed. They steal people avatars and they
No,
create
I'm
a
saying
YouTube channel with avatar. Yeah.
I had my self on there before I.
Nope. I didn't see you. It just showed your avatar.
Oh yeah, I stayed on there for a second. It's me.
Okay. Yeah, I believe you now. I can hear your voice. So yeah, you don't
Yeah.
gotta show yourself. Yeah, but we kept saying hello, 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 and you weren't saying nothing. So I was like, I don't know if this her.
I might have had myself muted,
That's okay. That's okay.
but I
She
love
might have. She ain't sure, but she might have.
Yeah.
not a girl. Listen, yeah, it's a little bit of late time. I'm just not getting ready to eat, but guess what I'm about to eat, y'all?
What?
I'm about to fry me something. Some
All right, what? Some
green,
chicken.
some green tomatoes,
Yeah.
some
I
fried,
like fried green tomatoes.
Tomatoes is doing good
tomatoes,
out there.
some fried okras.
Yeah.
I got about 4 big stampy shrimp.
Ooh.
I have a piece of walleye or pickerel, and I got
Dang.
a piece of catfish, the tail part.
Dang.
I haven't eaten all day.
Man, I need to be in D Town.
I haven't eaten all day, and I'm about to put it on it.
See, and I ate a nectarine and it was good. And then I had some I had marinated one of them 7-bone roasts. I marinated it overnight and let it slow cook all day or all evening.
7 bone rolls.
Uh-huh.
Ooh.
You marinate it like a rib wrap. Is pretty much.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So
And that thing was so it was
Where did
just
you get
falling
it from,
apart.
Diva? Which store you get it from?
Oh shit. You know what? I got that from Fields.
I was wondering. I would say either Fields or Chubbs or Chubbs.
I got it
yeah,
from Fields.
that was none but a doggone rack of prime ribs.
That sounds good though. Man, y'all
And
making
it
me
was
If you
delicious.
would have staked them, if you would have staked them, that's what you. But see, that's the smart way to do it, though. Like get you a brisket or
Mm-hmm.
an end, and let them leave, and then have them get home, let them steak.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
That's how you get the nice uh ribeyes. Get you a nice ribeye or prime piece of prime rib. That's a good way to do it.
Well, I like making my own rib tips too. I was thinking about doing some rib tips tomorrow. I love making some rib tips and make some greens or something for Sunday. Some collard greens, cornbread, rib tips. Y'all
You gonna cook your
making me y'all know I grill all the time in the summertime. Y'all gonna make me clean that grill. Shh. That grill sitting right outside too, right next to my porch.
I
I ain't
know.
cooked. I ain't grilled it. But see, that's the thing about it is when I was growing up, everybody grilled all the time, even in the wintertime. And you in a D town, so you know about the winters and stuff. People like probably there too, just like here. They would get out there with their fur coats, their winter jackets,
girl
and they would throw some shit on the grill in the dead of wintertime in the hood,
all
and
with
Hell yeah.
all year round.
all year round. It
All
didn't
year
matter,
round.
winter, summer. And I'm grilling tomorrow. That's what I'm gonna do. Comedy would bring your 7-bone.
And you know what?
Girl, if
They
there's
can
any
say
left,
what they
'cause I'm
want to
telling
say
you that
about
sucker.
me. They can say what they want to say about me, but I had my house that I sold. I had a real large covered porch.
Mm-hmm.
So my porch was long enough to have I had like 8 chairs on it and a porch swing. That's
Mm-hmm.
how
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
long it was. And then when my dad got sick, I got a ramp built, but the ramp looked like an extension of the porch. So
Mm-hmm.
on that part of the porch, I had a little grill up there.
Mm-hmm.
On front, I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
Girl, we'll sit there, have my company, my music, and everything else all year round.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
Spring,
I
summer,
love.
fall. And then sometimes I get my laptop out there and put a movie on. And we'll be sitting out there with our candles, torches lit, and everything, and we were all right. But that's how we do.
That's what. When I move next time, I have to make sure I got the perfect backyard because I have some neighbors who stay not across the street from me, but behind the people across the street from me, so I can see those people's backyards. And when it's on nice nights, like not too hot, not too cold, they have like this big old screen out there. And they be playing movies like the latest movies, the newest movies, and they be just
They
sitting
probably
back
got
there.
a projector.
Yeah, it's like a project. Maybe have like a projector or something, and they be sitting back there. And they on a hill, so I can literally sit in my front yard and look behind the houses behind me and look into the backyard of the other houses behind them and see their big screen. And they got the speakers set up, and the kids be out there. They just be kicking it. That's what I
That's
want
what
to
I'm
have
talking
when
about.
my grandkids, get older and things like that. Movie nights and stuff in the backyard. So, and 402 revenue, he said grill some veggies,
Ain't
please.
about grilling no veggies. I'll boil
Grill
some.
402. I just show pictures of my veggies. I be grilling corn, broccoli, asparagus, all kind of stuff on the grill when I barbecue. And some people be commenting on my Facebook posts like grilled broccoli. I'm like, yeah, grilled broccoli is fire. Like, season that stuff up right. Put you some lemon juice on there. Put you some olive oil on there. Put you some pepper flakes on there. I be shit.
I mean,
Y'all
I
just
eat
don't know.
broccoli a lot of different ways, but I don't know about on no grill.
I'm telling you, grilled broccoli is so good. Just like grilled asparagus. I mean, it's so good.
I don't like asparagus, even though I'm growing it. I don't like it.
Well, okay, I'll make sure. I already told you I'll come get some. I already told you.
Mama, wait a minute. I told Mama about that. Talking about you coming back there and gonna have your trunk open. She said, "Tanya, you gonna mess around and get."
And sis, no, you better tell her. Everybody know I love some asparagus. I really do. I buy asparagus
Mama
every
said,
time I
"Tanya,
go
better
to the
leave
store.
my vegetables alone." I said, "Your vegetables? Hell, I'm the one back there in the heat and mosquitoes in the garden."
Yeah. Like asparagus, what? What's them things, Mama? I'll be like, they good. Just try them. They be like, nah.
You know what?
We got
a vegetable burger yesterday, not a veggie burger, a vegetable burger. And what I did was I cooked the burger, and then I sauteed mushroom, onions. What I have? Mushroom, onion, bell pepper, spinach, and
she had an Eddie Murphy burger, one of them house burgers.
You put that inside the burger and then cooked it?
No, I cooked it, and then I sauteed it, and I topped it with the vegetable. Girl, it was so
Oh, okay. That sounds good. That sounds good.
It was so good, and cause I love a lot of veggies.
I love vegetables. I love all
I
my
love some
peppers, my
vegetables.
mushrooms, my onions. I swear, in vegetables they only last so long in the fridge. So most of the time I go back to the store, I'm just re-upping up on my vegetables. But yeah, I love me some vegetables.
Now, see, that's something I was big on with my kids, and they each got certain ones that they love, and certain ones are like, I'll pass. But I'm just glad that they both, have a love of vegetables.
And you ain't gotta eat all of them. All of them. I'm happy if you like 2 or 3 of them, and then you add in your fruits. Your apples, your oranges. Every kid is not gonna love every vegetable and fruit, but if they like 2 or 3 of each category, that's good. I always keep apples I'll keep bananas. Oh, my kids, they love the bananas and the oranges, so I just try to keep that stuff in the house as an option. And most of the time when they in a rush, they will grab that and run out the door. So yeah, just always keep it available.
Before you let us have cookies,
Mm-hmm.
or archway cookies.
Yeah. Yep. 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 Shoot, trust me. My kids will find a fruit or a veggie around here quicker than they find a snack. And that's one thing I never been big on when my kids was younger. Even in the days, okay, and I'm not no shade to nobody on the system, but even in the days when I used to get food stamps when I wasn't making that much money or whatnot. And I know a lot of people, man. Sometimes you go to the store with your homegirls and they spending their stamps, and they got like 2, 3 carts, and 2 of them filled with junk food. Like, I've never been the kind of person to buy a whole bunch of snacks and junk food. It was always like food.
I can't say that I buy
You know?
snacks, but I buy when I make sure that I am completely stocked up on like my canned goods. Like I got a whole shelf downstairs. There's nothing but canned goods, and then I keep fresh fruit and vegetables here. I try to keep them year round. That's what actually helped me to lose weight when I was because at first my doctor wanted me to do a bariatric surgery.
Oh.
And just through my depression and that girl, he told me I was depressed and I needed bariatric surgery all on the same day. I was like, yeah, okay.
Wow.
But I started because I have a sweet tooth, so I just started substituting. Like when I wanted something sweet, I would go in the kitchen and get a nectarine, an apple, banana, some grapes. So that's what I used for my sweets. When I wanted something salty, girl, I was tearing pickles up. I couldn't get enough of pickles.
I don't like pickles unless they sweet. And a lot of people don't like sweet pickles. I love sweet pickles.
Mm-mm.
I think I'm the only one.
I like the bread and butter pickles.
Well, I think I'm the only one, literally, out of all the people I know who like sweet pickles. And even when I was younger, my mother, she would have to buy the sweet pickle jar, and then she would have to buy the regular pickle jar because I like the sweet pickles. I loved them. I loved them. But don't get me wrong, I will eat regular pickles too, like on my sandwiches, on my burgers, with my fish, pickles on the side with some bread, stuff like that. But I love me some sweet pickles. Ooh, child. I love it. But anywho, yeah, I think I'm gonna grill this weekend. I'll probably grill Sunday. Yeah, I think I'm gonna
I'm
wait till Sunday.
excited. I just found out that I
Because
can
tomorrow I'm supposed to have my baby grandbaby. You found out what?
I can watch the new Space Jam on HBO Max.
Yeah, you didn't know that? That's how me and my son are watching. My son got like a humongous TV in his bedroom. And I told him I'm gonna be in his bed tomorrow watching HBO. He's like, Mom, why you always want to come? But I was like, well, give me a new TV for the living room. Because the TV I've been having in the living room, that TV is a 50-inch, but it's older. So it don't have all the updated apps and all that kind of stuff. And I keep telling my son I'm going to invest and get a new TV because we've been putting TVs all over the doggone house. I just put a new TV in the kitchen, and I'm like, I need to get a new TV in the living room. And I said, but until then, if I can watch HBO Max on your TV, I will be in your bedroom. His TV is so big, like it takes up a whole wall. Like it's so big. And be like, Mom, why you gotta come in my room? Move over.
Wow.
I'm like, move over, Cletus. But yeah, I think I'm gonna barbecue Sunday because I got my grandbaby tomorrow. Y'all see he's 2 months now. I don't know if y'all seen the video that I posted my baby grandbaby, but I posted it on Facebook and on YouTube. But I told y'all before he be talking, that baby be talking. He just turned 2 months and he just be I'm like, you ain't supposed to be doing this at no 1-2 months. What is wrong? And I said, girl,
he moving out the way for the next one.
I said, do you got the tools? She said, no, Mom. I got the shot a couple of weeks ago. I said, are you sure they put it in right? Did they put it in the right arm? Did they give you the right? I'm up here like this baby. I swear to God, this baby is moving too fast. Like he was holding his head up at like a few weeks old. trying to hold his head up. And I'm like, what is you doing? You're not supposed to be doing that. Put that head down. Put that head down. Like,
He
what
got a
is you doing?
strong neck.
Yeah. And I swear he been trying to talk for weeks. And I'm like, he just now to myself. I said, you sure they gave you the shot right? I'm like, oh, I don't know.
It's something in the infamy.
I don't know, because you know what they used to say back in the day, the babies is moving out the way for another baby. But she got the shot in her arm. She said it's good for her. I forgot how long, 5 years or something, something like that.
Like the implant and all of that.
Yeah, something in her arm, like up here, and she said it's good for some years.
Yeah, that's an implant. Or they might have a new one out. I know back when I was actually working, they used to do the implant in the arm. So they might have something else now.
I just hope it works, because I'm like, girl.
I just hope it works.
I don't think I can handle 2 grand. You know how, thank God I only got 2 kids, because I know some of y'all with all these kids, and when they had kids, and y'all got like 3-4 grandkids at one time.
Yep, that be me.
Child, I've been ran away. I ain't even lying. I probably run away. Like, girl, I don't know how you do it, but anyway.
Got 2 of them in my bed right now.
Girl. Well, I told my son, I said, I can't wait till my baby gets, and this is the funny part, right? I call him my baby, Miss Sislo Diva. I don't call him my grandbaby. When I call, where's my baby? When I text, where's my baby? I'll call on the Facebook inbox video thing. Where's my baby? I don't call him my grandbaby.
My daddy called my son. He be like, son, where my son at? Where my son?
Yeah, I'm like, where's my baby? Where's my baby? Is y'all doing my baby right? Don't have me have to come over there. But yeah, so I call him my baby, and he's like, I really feel like he's my baby though. Like, he ain't my baby, but I feel like he's my baby. You know what I mean? Like, it's just
he's an extension of you, so he is your baby.
That we already had together, me and my grandson. And I'm like, I would do anything over that little boy. Boy. I can't wait. What I really can't wait is for him to be able to spend a night. Because I told him once he gets around 6 months, I'll start keeping him overnight. Once he gets around like 6 months old. And they was like, oh, okay, that's what's up. And I'm like, sometimes I just don't. Sismo, you ever feel like with your grandkids you don't want to give them back? Like you been like, I'm gonna run off into the hills.
You and my babies forever.
Like, Miss Sismo, where your address? We on our way, but don't tell my kids. We on our way. I swear, Carmadiva, when you get your grandma, I swear I'll be like, they be coming to pick them up. I'm like, I don't really want to. I do got to work in the morning.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this. I'm hoping grandkids is a long, long way from me.
Of course, and that's what I did too. I told my sons, please wait until you're at least 24. Go to college. Well, finish high school. Go to college. All that kind of stuff. My oldest son, his son came a few months. Let's see, he turned 24 in April. Yep, his son came like a month and a half after he turned 24. He said, Mom, I did it. I waited till I was 24. And so now my other son is 20. I told him the same thing. Please, I just want y'all to graduate high school, go to college, get a little something under your belt before you start having kids. So my youngest son said, okay, Mom, I'll wait till at least I'm 24. His girlfriend, she's on the shot. She's on something. So I'm not worried about them. But I just be like, I know shit happens and people have kids in high school, right after high school. But I'm just like, please, just go to school, get an educate. Just, even if you don't go to college, just enjoy being by yourself and enjoy traveling. Just kicking it with your homies. Just whatever. Because once that baby comes, your whole world is just gonna flip upside down. It might be for the better, but it's still gonna flip upside down. And
exactly.
Just get out there and do something before you have a baby. That's all I ever wanted with my kids. Just
I tell
do
my
something.
kids, travel, go
Yeah,
party, go have
yeah.
fun,
Party, kick
go do
it.
all of that.
Yeah. Like Cam next weekend, he's like, Mom, I want to go to what did he say? He said KC, Worlds of Fun or somewhere. That's the shit you get to do when you're young and you ain't got kids. You just go. Florida, Cali. Cameron was in Arizona like 6 months ago. Like, that's the shit you get to do when you're young and you don't have kids. Travel, travel, travel. And Cameron, a
Right.
junior, about to graduate in a year or so. So I just be like, go to school, travel, just be a young, adult before the responsibilities kick in. That's all I ask for mine. Then after that, have all the goddamn kids you want, as long as you take care of them. I don't care. But, Miss Sislo, what you got, like 6 grandkids now?
Girl. 14.
Am I too low?
14.
Oh, ooh,
She said, how many?
14.
That's what I thought she said.
I got 5
Ooh,
children, girl.
how you jumble around that many grandkids?
Girl. I do it.
Do they all live like in the same city, like all near you?
2 of them I've never seen because they live in California. Well,
Okay, okay.
all the rest of them, 2 of them just left. 2 more here. 3 of them here tonight. A set of them was with me when my daughter was in the hospital.
Oh yeah, okay, okay.
Oh, yep.
Oh, child, you got a football team and a basketball team, child.
Girl.
I got a choir and a band. Cause they all
A choir, a band, football, basketball, track and field. Child, you got it all, but I know you love each and every one of them.
blessed.
It's a blessing. That's what we supposed to do. We supposed to procreate. We supposed to, leave a legacy. Leave something behind to our children.
Now I gotta get rich so I can leave them some money.
I ain't trying to get rich. I told my kids to get rich from me, and if your kids don't get rich from me, your grandkids better get rich from me. Shoot. All I ever asked for is the little house behind the big house, like Oprah and Stepney. That's all I asked for.
Girl,
You can have the big house as long as I got the little pool house, the little, you know what I'm saying?
houses of land.
Mm-hmm. Give me the little house behind the big house, and I'll be good.
With some land.
Oh, they call it the mother-in-law cottage.
Yeah, because I told him if y'all don't have me the little house behind the big house, you know what I'm gonna do. I told my son all the time. Like he talking about, Mom, we just found an apartment. It's out in a certain neighborhood. I said, okay, what's the address so I can look for me a place? He looked at me like, I said I want to be a little bit closer to y'all because if y'all moving way out there, I want to be at least within a few blocks away, if not in the same apartment complex. And they were like, "Well, that's okay." I mean, it's funny, but they know that I'm serious. But even though it's funny, so they like, "Okay, that's cool. You can be nearby in case of emergencies and things like that." So it's not uncommon for children and parents to live like in the same neighborhood or the same, building development. Especially when the kids are really young.
Yeah.
But I was just being sarcastic though. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna stay right next door. I'll be on the floor beneath y'all. But yeah, I was just being funny. But no,
Look, I ain't joking. I'm real about that.
I feel real about mine too. But I'm telling you, I be getting the urge to move. Like I was talking to somebody else today. Um, we was talking about like the crime here and just different things going on here. My sons, they just want to move. They want to go. My sons, they just want to go. And my son who just had the baby, he really wants to go. He's like 2 years top. When my sons turn 2, we out of here. And he has that job where he can go, like his job is like everywhere. So he can just put and transfer. I have a job where I work from home. So I can move from here to Antarctica. I can move anywhere I want to. As long as I have internet and power. Uh, so I told him, I said, if you really think about moving, I said I don't want my grandchild to grow up not in the same state I'm in. So we've been talking about different places to move. So in a couple of years or so, I'll probably be off this piece. Probably. So serious, so serious. And I was like, we can either find two houses close together in the same neighborhood or something like that, or we can get a big house where we all, pitch in on all the bills. And I have my own room and I have my office, and y'all have your room and the baby have his room. However y'all want to do it, but I just can't bear the thought of my grandchild growing up in a whole nother state far away from me. And on top of that, the fact that I've been thinking about leaving here as well a lot lately. So I don't know. I don't know, child. I just want to move away from the cold. That's my main thing. Move away from the cold.
I like my winter.
I mean, I like the different. Okay, let me say, I like the different, like the spring, summer, fall, winter. I like the different, but when you add in how bad our weather gets here in Nebraska, and then you add on all the crime and all like it's I love where I'm from. I've been born and raised in Omaha, Nebraska. But lately it's really hard to just be here. It's really hard to be here because the mentality of a lot of people here is like you know about the crabs in the barrel mentality, right, Nick? Miss Tisla. It's like our city is big but small. We're like a big little city. And a lot of people here just have this crabs in the barrel mentality. We have a lot of people here who are childish and petty and just have like a very destructible mentality when it comes to like shootings and killings. And I mean, I don't know how many murders we had in the last few months, and most of them being teenage kids, little kids, 13, 14, 15, 16. Like it's getting like really I don't know how to feel about where I've been born and raised lately. I just have to say that. So
Yeah, I
I
get it.
don't.
Because every day you hear about somebody dying this way. Every day.
You sound kind of far away.
Oh, yeah, because I was by the stove.
Oh, okay.
I said every day you hear about somebody dying over here. Every,
Yeah.
every day.
Yeah, I know you in D town, so I know y'all crime rate is higher than ours.
Awful.
Yeah. It's just I just be thinking like I have a grandchild now. Do I want to go through all this all over again here?
Yeah.
Trying to raise and protect another child. I don't know. I got some thinking. I really got some thinking and contemplating and praying to do because when you work for a company where you can literally work from anywhere, because I've been working from home for 5 years before the Rona hit, so I can go anywhere. All I gotta do is call my supervisor, go on the HR website, and change my address and bounce. That's all I gotta do.
Right.
So I've been having that itch for a long time. But then after my oldest son had his baby, and we all still live in the hood. My son, they don't live in like the best neighborhoods, and I don't either. You know what I'm saying? But he's really determined because his job, he can literally just like me, just get up and move. Just get up and move. So it's like I don't know. Then I got a cousin in San Antonio, Texas, who's been asking us for years, move down here, move down here. I got cousins in all kind of places, family everywhere. So I don't know. I just got a lot of praying and contemplating to do. Universal Magic said, "Time waits for no one or nothing existing. Gotta spread your wings, sis. Nebraska made, Texas paid." I heard that. I heard that. That's my bro. He's from Nebraska, but now in Texas. I like that. Nebraska made, Texas paid. I like that.
That sounds good.
Hmm. But the one thing about it is, even if I do move, I'm not for sure if I will, but even if I do move, the hood table will always be the hood table. We will always focus on wherever I'm at. We will always focus on everything from the hood to the White House, no matter where I live. So that will not change.
Because there's gonna be a hood wherever you live.
Right. And I always said from the very beginning, I always said a lot of people is like, the hood is like this ghetto area, this ratchet area, this poor, impoverished area. But when I always said, the hood is wherever you live. Even if you live in the most bougie neighborhood, that's your hood.
Hood.
If you live in the projects, that's your hood. If you live in low income housing, that's your hood. So the hood table is not just about the hood. The hood table is like, you represent your hood. And that's why on Friday nights we allow people to come on here. We discuss everything and anything from the hood to the White House, whatever topics y'all want to discuss, because everybody's hood is not the next person's hood. So the hood table is not just about like we speaking from a grimy, gutter, ratchet place. And most people who've been following us, they know that. So the hood is basically you represent your hood. What's going on in your hood? What's going on with my hood? We just discuss, everything that's going on everywhere. So yeah, that's what it's about.
That's all it's about.
Yeah. But I really like what One Universal Magic said. And if I get down to Texas, where my cousin really wants me to go Universal Magic, I'm going to hit up you and your wife. We're going to be kicking it. We going to be kicking it. But yeah, is there anything else you got to say about anything we spoke about tonight, or anything before we wrap this up? Because we on 2 hours and 36 minutes.
You talked about the Karen and Victoria's Secret.
The who? Hold on, you real low.
The Karen.
You said we talked about what?
Victoria's Secret Karen.
Oh, I see. I don't know where I saw that, but I saw something that said Karen was at Victoria's Secrets.
Girl, yeah, and
what happened?
She chased the woman around the store, chased the black lady around the store, trying to find her, and then turned around and called the police on her. After she tried to hit her, she chased the girl through the store and tried to hit her and everything. And the girl was like, the management asked her to leave, and the girl called the police, and the police told them they couldn't tell her to leave.
What?
Played like she fell out in the floor, girl. It was hilarious. He did this slow motion, drop and roll. Look it up.
I'm looking it up now.
He did a slow motion, but that wasn't the only one. It was another one where in Virginia Beach where the Karen was caught shoplifting or trying. She went into Walmart and got some stuff, put it in her basket, and tried to take it back. Busted her. So the black lady recorded it. And when the black lady said, "Man, they're about to arrest you for shoplifting," she said, "What?" And she walked up to the black lady and bam, smacked her phone and stuff like that. That black lady said, "Did you just hit me?" And she cold cocked that chick.
Oh wow!
A nice 2-piece and a biscuit. She won't hit me no more.
Yeah.
That was crazy, girl.
You know what? I think I found a video. Hold on, let me see.
Yeah, girl, that was crazy.
Hold on, let me see. Hold on. I think I found a video. Let me share this real quick because you know how I am.
Yeah.
If somebody hit me in public, and I would hope anybody would do this. If somebody hits you in public or behind the scenes, yes, I'm all about self-defense. I'm not about violence, but I'm all about, I don't condone violence, but I'm all about self-defense, child. I will defend myself to the tooth and nails.
Cold
Trust
cock
and believe.
Wanda Young is her name, the one that cold cocked the girl. But this
Okay,
one
let me
looking at right now, girl, she
let
was
me
look
okay,
at
let me play this video real quick. Let me play
all
this
right.
video. Okay, let's see what we got here. I don't know. I watched a little bit of it, so hopefully this is the whole thing. Let me know if y'all cannot hear it. Let me know if you cannot hear it. Shoot!
Now you are.
Hold
Oh
on.
God, no, it's you, now you are. Oh my God! Oh my God! Can you see this? Oh my God! I never thought nothing like this would happen to me. She just tried to run and hit me, and now she. Did you see her? You saw her, right? They all saw her. Oh my God! Karen had a breakdown. She tried to hit me. Ask your workers. She tried to hit me. She tried to hit me. Now I want security for you. Oh my God. Oh my God. Would you please don't record me? Don't record
She
me.
don't want her to record her after she already
Y'all
hit
had
her.
to get security. She charged me. If I wouldn't have ducked, she would. Oh no, no. Oh no, you just wanted security for you now. No, don't cry. No. I want you to call security. I thank you. She chasing me around the damn store. I'm supposed to.
She talking about she recorded her mental breakdown.
I love it.
Girl, girl. Oh, she recorded my breakdown.
Girl, but wait a minute. When the security got there, they didn't do nothing to her. They stopped. Are you
Because she
okay?
was having a breakdown.
Are you okay? Are you all right to drive and all this other stuff? And he's like, are you kidding me? She just
That shit was funny. And you know the funny part was because you thank you, Carrie Ray. They always play the victim. The funny part was because if she wouldn't have knew that she was being recorded, ain't no telling what extent that she would have went to being a Karen.
go look up the other one real quick.
See, that was part one. Let me find part two.
No, look up the other one real quick where she cold cocked.
Okay, let me see.
She cold cocked.
Um, uh, let's see.
I showed in. I'm not the hell I got. Knock that bitch
Yeah, and
out.
then they got a GoFundMe. They said they got a GoFundMe. It has raised over $85,000 to hire an attorney to defend herself against the woman. I heard that. I guess the black lady was a Nigerian woman.
But they gotta go fund me so because nobody would do anything. So
And I believe it because, well, I mean, come on now. Come on now. You know how they do us. You know how they do us.
Yep, she gotta get a lawyer to help her.
You know exactly how they do us. So yeah, she gotta get a lawyer. But yeah, all the videos that I'm showing on here is on YouTube, and I don't want to play anybody's YouTube video because you know how some people will try to strike you. Uh, Let me see. I prefer to get like video content from news stations, but yeah, I'm not seeing anything right now.
Yeah, girl.
But yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. I mean, in this video that I just showed, it kind of showed like where she first hit her, and then she kind of like veered back and got on the ground and was, oh, woe is me. She's recording me. That's the only thing that she did. Like, you hit this lady. Well, the black lady said she tried to hit her. So I don't know if she tried to hit her or hit her. But she did, after the incident, she's like, the only thing she's worried about is being recorded because everybody is going to see what she did. And that's how it is with a lot of these people, a lot of these racists. And when they just like the keyboard gangsters, they okay when they on social media and they just typing some shit. But when they out in public and they actually do some shit, they cool until they realize they on camera and they done went viral and now they bosses want to fire them and all that kind of stuff. So that's why I said they don't be standing in their shit. These racist people, these Karens, these Kens, they don't stand in their shit. Because if they did, they wouldn't care if they was recorded or not recorded. And that's how I feel about that. Universal Mother say, get that head for an Oscar. Yeah, give her an Oscar. She was on her knees with her hand. Oh, please help me. She's recording me. Please record me. Like, you just trying to hit this woman and now you crying to about, please don't record me. Bitch, if you don't get your ass up off that motherfucking ground and take your crazy ass home. Like, oh child. You know what? We didn't even do any shots tonight. Universal Magic. I know, so we done forgot all about doing our shots tonight. Matter of fact, I was supposed to announce the winner for the our monthly giveaway. We didn't do that either. We was actually supposed to do it last week, and I still didn't do it. So, what I'm gonna do tomorrow, I'm gonna just go live tomorrow by myself and have somebody pick a winner from our members and have somebody pick a winner for this monthly thing. That's what I guess that's what I'll do. Because I don't have nobody around me. My son is in bed. It's like midnight. My son is in bed, so I don't want to wake him up just to pick a winner out for me. So I have to do it tomorrow. But before we leave, to those who might be turning up, normally we do shots, like try to do them like at least once or twice throughout the video on Friday Night Live. But for those who have not, who got drinks, whether it's what you got, Miss Cislo, water, juice, punch, pop,
Whatever.
drinks, whatever. I'm about to do a toast. What should we toast to, Miss Cislo?
To a carefree society.
Oh, that's a girl. That's a good one. Okay, that's a good one. So let me take my little drink. I already got my little toast here. And we are per Miss Cislo. We are going to toast to a Karen-free society and a can-free society. Let's do both of them. Hallelujah! Okay. Hey. Hiya. I'm in the voice of Jay Wilson. Dude. Hey. Shondo. Okay. So, on the count of 3, 1, 2, 3, we're going to do our shot for the night. Friday Night Live, the Hood Table. It goes down. We discuss everything from the hood to the White House and beyond. 1, 2, 3, take your shot, whatever you drinking. Kool-Aid, water, or liquor.
Turn it up. Let's go. Woo! There it is.
Woo! Woo!
I'm almost done. I'm gonna have to sit up and watch a couple of movies until it's digests.
Well, I know tomorrow morning, child.
John.
We getting into the season. You know how our job is, Miss Cislo, from like July to like February. That's like our overtime season. So I've been doing overtime all week, and I gotta do overtime this weekend. Hold on, do I got the homeboy in the background? Hold up, I see somebody just jumped on the screen. What's up? What
What's
up?
up?
Hey, what you
Hold on.
boy, we're just about to shut off. I just happened to see you down there logging into the background.
I'm just coming to show you some support. Say hi. That's all.
Yes, we appreciate it. This is
It's been
Torres, y'all. He is local in my community of Omaha, Nebraska, and he has a YouTube channel also, and it's called Ocean Root
yeah.
Davis.
Yeah, it's Ocean Wave. They took that channel. It's Ocean Wave now. Yeah, I was up to 500 subscribers. They took it.
Hold up, why they
Well,
take your
some
channel
dude,
though? Why they take your channel?
dude struck my. This dude said I can use this shit, and then excuse me, he said I can use this stuff. Then he struck me when we stopped fucking
Oh,
messing
you
around.
know you can cut. You know you can cuss on here.
Oh, I ain't know. People be, you supposed to get. I'm going to get all the money. I'm trying to abide by the
I be
rules,
telling
man.
people that all the time. I've been a YouTuber for so long. People always think if you cuss on your panel, you ain't gonna get monetized and all that. That's bullshit. Trust me. But anywho,
Hey,
so and you know what? It's funny because somebody Torres had just came to me the other day, and they was like, somebody gave them permission to re-upload their video on their YouTube channel. I said you have to be careful with that shit because just like the Kwames, people might give you permission right now to upload their stuff, but later on down the line, they might change their mind. So that's one thing I try
yeah,
to mostly do my own content on my YouTube channel because people will strike you and you can get your whole channel taken away. Just like that.
I was hurt. I was hurt.
I believe it. You was
That
almost
shit
at
like
500 subscribers.
hell yeah. Shit.
That's what
They
I'm
said
telling
we
you now.
sorry, sir.
I didn't see. I'm gonna just keep it honest though. I didn't see your channel now, and a lot of your content is from other people's content. So I would definitely recommend
When
trying to do your own content because
the
even
last
if, listen to this, Torres. Listen to me. Even if people gave you permission to use their content, you know what YouTube will do once you get your 1,000 subscribers and once you get your 4,000 watch hours and you go into review
they go
to determine if you're going to get monetized. If they realize that most of your content is somebody else's content, they will not monetize your channel. So that's something
no, not
that
this new channel. Not this new channel. I switched it. This new
you
channel
almost
is I mess with you. You know Duke Farrow. You know Duke Farrow. You ever heard of him?
mm-hmm.
You ain't never heard of Farrow?
I mean, I might have. I don't know.
Well, yeah, yeah. It's all good, man. I'm gonna just get it
No,
together.
what I'm saying is, when it comes to monetization, see, there's a difference. If I can get, okay, let's say anybody in this world gives you permission to reuse a material. When it comes
Right.
time for YouTube to determine, like, you need 1,000 watch hours. I mean, you need 1,000 subscribers. You need 4,000 watch hours. When you get to that point, YouTube is going to review your channel. And if they notice that all you do is upload other people's content, they are not going to monetize your channel. That's what I'm
This
saying.
what
Most of
you right.
your material got to be legit, your own material.
Right.
So if
Right.
you get monetized, if you're trying to make money on YouTube, you have to start using like your own material and stop uploading all these other videos from other people. Because YouTube will not pay you for that. Because they already paying the people who originally uploaded it. Then they gotta pay the people who re-uploaded it. YouTube don't work like that.
I just be making fun of people, man. The
No.
YouTube community is so messed up. And I just now what I do, I just like make fun of all of them, and just it's a couple of them I leave alone because they,
Well, if you're not
they
interested in getting your channel up there to where you're making money, then keep doing what you're doing. But if you're interested in taking your channel to another level, you need to start doing your own content. And you don't have to like re-upload videos. Just talk about those videos. Just talk about those news stories. You don't have to re-upload them on your own channel.
You must ain't watched it lately, because that's
I
all I've
mean, no. I was on your channel the other day.
And what you see?
And a lot of your content was other people's content.
Ooh, name something.
Let's see, Laverne.
Oh.
That's just
Hey,
one of them. That's
hey,
just
but you,
one of them.
hey, you see how I remixed it and made it mine though.
But see, you're not listening though. I've been
I
a
know what
YouTuber
you
for a
said.
long time, and I got so many channels that are monetized. I'm telling you, when it comes to monetization, YouTube is not going to monetize your channel and pay you if all you're doing is re-uploading other people's shit. So
Right.
that's why I said, if you're not worried about getting paid, then keep doing what you're doing. But if you want to eventually start getting money off of YouTube, you have to do more of your own content. That's all I'm saying.
I get it. I remember you
That's all
told
I'm
me that
saying.
last time. I remember
Because
you
it's a waste. I mean, to me,
told
it's a waste of time to be a YouTuber and you're not getting paid. It's a waste of
me.
time.
Right. You
That's
right.
just how I feel.
John.
I'm teeter-totting if I really want to do it or not.
Yeah, I understand.
Like,
But
like,
see,
just like
eh,
that.
But see, I think you have good commentary. I mean, I listen to you. You done have several different channels, so I listen to like the words that you say, the things that you say about certain events, and you definitely have some good commentary. But when YouTube looks at it and they see like that you got these videos over here that are not originals, they don't want to keep paying all these people for re-uploading the same shit. That's all I'm saying.
It's getting bad.
Yeah, YouTube. It's hard to get monetized on YouTube. It's hard. But that's why every time I know somebody who wants to be a real YouTuber, I will give advice. I will do my best to give advice and help people and stuff like that so that you can get monetized. So
Good advice.
yeah, because everybody wants to be monetized. Everybody want to get some ads on their shit and get that money.
Right.
Sure.
Hey, I'm out here tonight, man, by Bud Crawford's shop. Did you see this?
Hold on, who out there cooking tonight?
No, that's where I'm gonna be at until probably like 2 in the morning. If anybody needs some, anybody needs some of them baby backs.
Who's cooking? What's the name of the cook? Who's cooking?
It's just on the street. Just come
Oh,
out.
you cooking or somebody
Yeah,
else?
I'm cooking.
Oh shit!
Yeah. Are you can
Are
you
you
see
are you selling dinners or you just cooking for
that?
yourself?
It's macaroni, dinners, macaroni and beans. You know the
And
beans.
so Bud Crawford is on 24. So you down there?
Right next door to him at that barber shop.
But who else down there? Ain't nobody else down there?
No, I just be waiting for them people to leave the bar, and they be stopping. They be stopping, boy.
Well, hit me up. Hit me up on Facebook. Hit me up in my inbox.
Okay. Hey, peace and
All right.
blessings. Nice seeing you.
All right. Hit me up on my inbox. Yeah, that's the homeboy. He's from our city. Miranda said I want to be a YouTuber for credit and home ownership, and I wish I was there for that food. It looks good. I'm telling you, Miss Sislo, I really be trying to support people who trying to be YouTubers, and that's one thing. Like, okay, you know Tracy, of course, Miss Sislo, right? Ooh, that look good. Ooh, whew, Tracy. One of her channels that she been grinding on, she couldn't get monetized because it was all other people's content, like other people's videos, and she had been working hard and grinding on that channel. And so that's what I be trying to tell. Like I was just trying to tell Torres, all his videos is mostly him taking stuff from other people's videos and uploading it as his own. And that's how and he just said I lost my other channel and I was at 500 subscribers because this dude struck me because I was using his videos. So that's all I be trying to do is to help people and get them a little advice. And the main thing is if you want to get your YouTube channel monetized, you really have to have most of your videos be your own original, authentic content. Like seriously. And Miranda, if you want to do a YouTube channel for credit and home ownership, go for it. Go for it. Go for it. But like I told Melissa King, who a lot of y'all know, she follows a lot of people in the YouTube B sector, and she's a big supporter of the Hood Table. She does videos on finance, taxes, home businesses, things like that. She got like almost 5,000 subscribers, but she don't even have 1,000 watch hours, and she's been on YouTube for years. And like I told Melissa King, like I tell everybody, when you first trying to get your 4,000 watch hours to get you monetized, don't just focus on the main thing that you want your content to be about. Like, you might want to be about home ownership. For those 4,000 watch hours, just do videos. It don't matter what kind of videos. You can do home ownership videos. You can do videos about taxes, video about saving monies, but do other kind of videos. If you saw an interesting TV show, an interesting movie, talk about that. If you're driving to work and you just want to go live, you want to chit chat with the people while you're driving to work. If your kids had like this awesome birthday party, or you got this new lashes or this new makeup that you tried, or to get your first 4,000 watch hours, do commentary on anything, and I suggest you do it live. Do not upload, because as history shows on YouTube, you get more watch hours from live videos than you do from uploads, because people like to interact with people when they are live. They like to actually talk to you. They say, "Hi, Miranda, how you doing?" And you say, "Hey, what's up, the Hood Table? How you doing? What's going on in your neck of the woods?" You get more watch hours when you're live. And that's one of the biggest tips that I give to YouTubers. One of the biggest tips. Those first 4,000 hours are very, very hard to get. And if you stay focused on your one mission, which is your whatever you want your channel to be about, it's going to be really hard for you to get those 4,000 watch hours anytime soon. So for that first 4,000, just talk about anything. If your dog got lost in the neighborhood, if your dog acting out and ripping up all your furniture, I'm telling you, just make videos about anything. Just, you gotta kick those videos out, kick them out, kick them out, kick them out. And once you get those 4,000 watch hours, then focus on your main content, what you want your channel to be about. And that's just my advice. That's just my advice. And I'm not gonna steer you wrong. I promise I'm not gonna steer you wrong. I got several channels that's monetized. And then I have channels that aren't monetized yet because I just really don't do anything on them. But yeah. So anyway, we up on 3 hours. Is there anything you want to say, Mr. Flo, about anything we talked about, or any last minute words?
Nope. I'm good. I'm glad I got a chance to hang out with you tonight. I ain't go to sleep early.
Yeah. And Miranda, if you want to hit me up, I always tell people hit me up on my IG. I'm not the biggest YouTuber out there, but I do know a lot of things about YouTube. So if you want to hit me up on IG on the Hood Table, hit me up anytime. Ask me any questions. I also have a YouTube channel called Don't Be Afraid to YouTube, that gives helpful tips for people who just now creating YouTube channels or about StreamYard. So I do have a channel called Don't Be Afraid to YouTube. So feel free to go there and check out some of those videos too, or hit me up on IG. I'm on IG under the Hood Table. But yeah, I'm all about helping people, get their YouTube channel started. But yes, that's what we do over here. Support, support, support on the Hood Table. Ow. Ow. But yeah, so with that said, if Mr. Slow don't have anything else to say, I'm about to get over here. There's this movie that I was watching. Oh my god, there's so many movies on like Hulu and Prime and Netflix. There's so many great TV shows and movies out there to be watching, and that's what I do in between watching you YouTubers and stuff. So and Mr. Slow, you need to work on your channel too.
I know.
Yeah, I know. See, I hear you. I
No,
know.
I know.
You always say that. I know.
I've been trying to do a little better.
You have, but you need to tell me when you about to go live. You don't ever tell me when you about to go live because I could be sharing you out on like all my social medias and stuff.
Okay.
So just even if you just hit me up in my inbox or text message, just let me know you about to go live so I can share your live out and everything. Because most of the time when you go live, I don't even know. I just happen to click on YouTube and I'm like, oh, Miss Sissel's live. Let me tune in.
Girl. And most of them, it's like when everybody is quiet or gone.
Yeah. I get it.
Like right now.
But I just want to help. I just want to help any way I can. I just want to help any way I can.
I appreciate you though. You are a jewel.
You know I love you.
Like old folks love Sasha.
Me and you shall never part.
Oh, girl. On Netflix, what am I? I'm watching this show. It's a TV. Well, it's like a series called Never Have I Ever. It is so cute.
Oh, I think I've seen that.
It's about teenagers growing up or whatever, but it's really cute. An Indian girl. That
But,
go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead.
And then the Upshaws with Mike Evans.
Oh, but why did they cancel them? I was really enjoying that show.
Got renewed for a new season 2. Yep, they got renewed.
Are you sure?
Yeah, they announced it on Wanda announced it on Jimmy Fallon. She was hosting Jimmy Fallon.
It must have been after the backlash because like a month or so ago, they said that show was not going to be renewed, and a lot of people was upset because I myself thought it was very funny.
Yeah.
I love me some Mike, and I thought it was very funny. So when they said they weren't about to renew it, I was like, why not? That's crazy.
Black
No,
Lightning.
thanks for telling me that because I really love that show.
And you know Power will be on Sunday.
And you already know we're going to be doing reviews on Power.
Girl.
Yes.
This is the new Canaan, Raising Canaan.
Oh, yeah. I'm telling you, Miss Cisco, we need to do reviews on those together. Maybe you could do one on your channel and I do one on my channel. Maybe we can flip flop. But yes, we have to do reviews on that show. Miranda said, what you guys watching on Netflix? I'm looking for something good. Well, I've been really watching Prime. Amazon Prime, Miranda. And the last thing I watched was Honest Thief on Amazon Prime. I also watched You Belong to Me. I also watched The Tomorrow War, and this is on Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
I also watched Mary J. Live, My Life documentary. Oh, that was so good because I love me some Mary J. Live. Mary J. Live, they went over like her whole life documentary, how she struggled growing up in New York and the projects, and her going through her career, her relationship with Casey, and it was a lot. It was a lot. Another movie I watched was Psycho on Prime. It's so many movies on Prime that I've been watching. It's so many movies on there. Um, but yeah, I've been watching a lot of Prime. As far as Netflix, what have I been watching on Netflix?
Maybe you just woke up and you hear your voice and you're looking over the top of the computer trying to.
Oh, am I disturbing his peace? I'm sorry.
No.
Oh, it's my little baby.
He looking for your voice. He hear your voice and looking for you.
He's like, where's she at? I hear this voice, this big old mouth.
Still looking.
Well, tell the baby. Okay, let me just finish real quick.
He want me.
On Netflix, one of the movies that I've been watching is Gunpowder Milkshake with Angela Bassett. Oh my god, that is so dope. Gunpowder Milkshake movie is so dope with Angela Bassett. Small Town Crime is good. Manifest is good. It's just so much that I've been watching on these apps besides watching the B sector. So when I get tired of B sector, I'll be all over Hulu, Netflix,
You see him?
Prime.
Can you see him?
Oh, hey, baby.
He got a call. Say hi, Steve.
Okay, I gotta take note. Hold on, I gotta take a picture of hold on, let me take a picture of all these with myself on all these movies they suggested to me in the chat.
Oh, no, wait a minute. No.
Okay, let me take a picture. Okay. Carrie Ray said fallen. Angel has fallen. Carrie Ray said fatality. Miranda said keeping up with the Jones. Friends from college. Okay, I took a picture, y'all. I took a picture of y'all comments so I can check them out. Maybe we can do a review on some of these TV shows or these movies. But yeah, how old is your grandbaby? The one that you just showed us.
He just turned a year in May.
Oh, cute little thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, him so sweet. Oh, I thought I would never be. Well, I didn't think I would never be a grandparent. I just didn't expect to feel how I feel towards my grandchildren.
So in love.
I knew it would be a different feeling because people been telling me that forever, but I just didn't realize it didn't even hit me till like my son's baby mom was probably I want to say probably 5 months,
Mm-hmm.
and that's when it really hit me. I was like, "Oh my god, I'm about to have a grandbaby," And every month after that, it was like I got more emotional, and then when she went in and thanks to the stinking Rona, she couldn't have nobody in there but my son, the father, and so I was like, I can't go in there, I want to go in there, and then after the baby came, she had to be in the hospital for a few days, of course, couldn't nobody go in there, so had to wait till the baby come home, so, it wasn't the normal situation, due to the Rona or whatnot, but, yeah, I just love me some him. Thank you, Miranda, he is such a cutie.
I love
Terry Ray said those were Netflix movies. One of them is a series. I'm trying to reduce the time I watch these. I get you, Carrie Ray. I really do, Carrie Ray. I understand. And Carrie Ray, I work from home. So being that I work from home, anybody who works from home knows how boring it can sometimes get when you're working from home. No matter how busy you are, like I've been doing overtime all week, and it don't matter how busy I am, it still gets boring staring at the computer and typing and it still is boring. So of course you watching other stuff on the side. YouTube, Netflix, whatever. And sometimes I do get really tired of the beef sector. I really do. It's like everything it seems like it never ends, like the same storylines. They just and it just gets it takes a toll on your spirit sometimes. Like there are certain YouTubers that I don't watch all the time anymore. The ones who do the panels where they got people just arguing and yelling and screaming, and I'm like, I don't want to keep watching all this arguing and yelling and screaming. And you can't understand what people are saying, and so I tend to watch more of the YouTubers where it's either them or they might invite people on, and they actually give them each a chance to speak. But the YouTubers who be having all them people just yelling and screaming on their channels, I can't do that anymore. What I do is, after the video is done, I go back and I redball it. And I just, I scroll through to parts I want to see, and I skip over parts that I don't want to see. So I can't do all that yelling and I be getting headaches. Like y'all don't be getting headaches watching like 8 people yelling and screaming, 5, 6 people yelling and screaming at each other. You can't tell who talking, who said what. No, I can't do it no more. I'm just being honest.
Now that they hot, but
Yeah.
I've gotten with the whole nature.
Rhonda said, "What kind of work you do from home?" I started working for telehealth. I do insurance. I do insurance, and I've been doing it from home for 5 years, but I went been with my company for 7 years. So when I interviewed for the job, and they told me that eventually I'll be able to work from home, what they were offering me at that time, I probably normally would have probably said, I'm going to try to find somewhere else. It wasn't like they were offering me nothing, but I still was like, the pay is okay. But when they mentioned one day I'll be able to work from home, and when you live in the Midwest and you deal with these winters that be like 5, 6 months long, driving on ice, driving in snowstorms, that like affected me when he said one day I'll be able to work from home and save gas money. So I took the job, and like a year and a half, 2 years later, he said, "Are you ready to work from home?" And it's been 5 years that I've been working from home for now. And when he said, "I'm ready," I said, "What do I gotta do?" He said, "Just pack up your shit from your desk, put it in your trunk, and go home." I was like, hell yeah, I packed up all my computer screens, packed up everything, all my cords, took it home, and he said, "Call us tomorrow, talk to IT, and they'll show you how to set everything up at home." And I've been working from home for 5 years. So when the Rona hit, and everybody was like, "Oh, we gotta work from home," everybody all excited. I was like, "Shit, I've been working from home for 5 years already." And when the Rona hit, and y'all all gotta go back, I'm still gonna be working from home because I was already doing it before the Rona hit. So yeah, I was like, "Shit, let me work from home." I was all excited. But yeah, I would never take it back because, like I said, when you live in the Midwest, I know y'all get like big snow in Detroit too, Mr. Slow. But here in Nebraska, I'm telling you, we be getting that snow and ice where you just be like, God, I don't want to go to work, but if I call in, I'll be in trouble. You know?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
We get it
But
bad,
yeah, I work in insurance.
but I got it worse in Indiana. Believe it or not.
Mhm. Mhm.
So we were right
You know.
on the lake, literally.
Mhm.
So we got that lake effect.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, that's all I got tonight for Friday Night Live. We going a little longer tonight. I think last week we did like maybe 2 hours or 2.5, but it was fun. We discussed a lot of things, everything from the White House, like we normally do on Friday Night Lives, all kind of different topics and subjects. So I thank everybody for tuning in. Miss Cisco, I thank you, beautiful, for joining us tonight on the panel, and for Nikki and Karma Diva and Tone and who else joined us tonight? Was that it? Tone, Karma Diva, Nikki, you.
Is it Michelle? What's her name?
Oh yeah, Melissa. Can't forget about Melissa. Melissa King. Yep. Thank you to everybody who joined us on the panel tonight. I really, really, really do appreciate it. And everybody, make sure you like and share the video. If you want to cash app a sister something for the hood table, it's $ the hood table 402. Or you can super chat. But we really do appreciate anything, all your support, your likes, your shares, your views, everything. We really do appreciate it. And thanks everybody for tuning in tonight. And Miss Cislo, you hit me up later, okay?
I sure will. And don't forget, you can become a member.
Yes, that's right. You can become a member for $1.99. $1.99. And tomorrow I'm gonna do a video. I'm just gonna do it like a quick. It probably only be like 2-3 minute video, and I'm gonna announce the winner for this month from all our members. So I'm gonna hit somebody up, have them select a name from out of the membership, and they gonna tell me who they want to be the winner this month. So that's what we're gonna do tomorrow. So it might be you. You might be the lucky winner. But on that note, everybody, stay safe, be blessed, remain vigilant at all times, and always, 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 like Carmel Diva said, keep it hood. Bye. Love you guys.